Hi, everybody! It is I, the Red Mage, and this is the 10th point, Season 6, Week 2 weekly tournament. We are ready to play some Canadian Highlander and some powerful magic as usual. Joining me today, unlike our usual Lumen O2 booth presence, we have a couple of blasts from the past. We have Luca.
Hey!
And Goldsmith.
I am not a moderator today.
No, because you're on booth commentary.
That's my
Hi.
new main. Hey! Hello.
So we have 16 players ready to jam some powerful magic with us today. We are getting ready. We're getting ready. Players are ready to go. I am about to post the pairings, and yeah, why don't you? Oh, before we start, actually, let me do some of the house cleaning that I always do. This tournament is run off of the Canadian Highlander Discord. If you type !Discord, it's gonna get you a handy dandy link to the Canadian Highlander Discord. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, it's gonna be linked in the description down below. Yeah, the Discord is great. There's a bunch of great users that can help you both get started with the format and help you with joining the events, including me. If you need to talk to me, the other thing is that I don't have a sign up sheet for next week yet, so I'll probably do that halfway through and post it when I do. The other thing is that this tournament series is brought to you by, among other things, your general contributions. So if you have $5 burning in your pocket or in Jeff Bezos's pocket, since you know that's a whole thing too. Yeah, maybe consider dropping us a sub. It helps us. Running the event and offering prize money to the players and all of that. We're going to start our event momentarily. I am posting things in. I just posted the results in chat.
The matchup and fair. Some matchups I haven't seen before.
So the people marked
What
with an
you gonna say?
asterisk in the rankings are people that cannot show hands. So like those are
Yes.
for my.
Have we? I feel like White Noise versus Brahms.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that might be actually quite interesting.
We let me bring everything up here. I just lost the
You
drive.
guys fill the air, and I'll get I'll get things set up.
You'll get it.
So we recently had a new set.
Oh yes.
We definitely have we have some cards that have seen more play than others. Up till now, it's definitely still a new set. We had what 3 weeks or something with it now. I think 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks?
A couple of weeks at least. Yeah.
So have we seen? What have we seen? Anything that's really been showing up?
Oh, I'm gonna have to restart the stream real quick because, as usual, I forgot to. Okay, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back in a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back online. Sorry about the delay. This is on me. I keep forgetting to. It's technical issues. Don't worry about it. Please go back to talking about stuff while I get us set up.
So, the Sound of White Noise is on a Gruul ramp. So, it's not quite like a Stompy deck. I wouldn't call it big Gruul, certainly. but it's in the same vein. It's what green does. It's make big things.
It's definitely
Uh,
like if you compare it to a medium deck, it's definitely like it's higher CMC on average. Like playing
Yeah.
more 4-drops, more 5-drops. Fewer like not really much in the way of 2-drops, mostly just going 1-drop ram into 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. So it is closer to
with
a typical ram
select
deck. Like it plays
select
Ravager Worm, it plays
exceptions,
a
yeah.
bunch of 6-drops. And maybe also a couple 7-drops, I'd imagine.
And really the stick out to me is that they have a couple of Vivians and Nissas in there, which is
Yeah, they have a whopping 10 Planeswalkers. This is definitely a deck that can grind out despite being green and red. Absolutely.
yeah. So that's really what I think sets this apart. Some of these are not what I would be including in this type of deck. Like the new Domri is like on the fence for me, and when you go to Nissa Vital Force, that can quickly become just an expensive recur a single thing. What's it called?
Regrowth, I believe.
Yeah, it can become a very expensive regrowth, and like I just think we have to see what comes out of this, of course, and it's not a deck type I have any hands-on experience with. So of course the Sound of White Noise is quite a prolific player in it plays a lot of different if I come
Yeah, I think it's fairly varied what he's on usually.
yeah, and
I
so
think that's
he might have a better like thorough understanding of this because I stick to my archetypes and very slowly build out, where he's a bit more all over the place. The
absolutely.
wonders that a rental can afford.
On the other hand, we have Brahms, who's on one of his signature decks. Like maybe signature's a bit overkill at this point, but it's one of the few decks we really often see him on, which is medium red, which is a slightly slower, higher curve version of the classic mono red aggro deck.
And really, that's what makes this matchup shine. Because if this was mono red aggro or burn up against a ramp deck, that wouldn't be very enjoyable to watch most of the time. It would.
Yeah, I feel like that
It's a
generally
bit
favors the
lopsided,
ramp
but
deck
in
quite
in that the red deck intentionally slows itself down to try to grind a bit better against some of the medium decks, inadvertently gives a lot of room for the ramp to kick in and actually get some threats on the table.
Yeah, it makes it more. It makes it less of a game where you have to draw that one threat that really stabilizes you. Your Fractus, your questing beast, your whatever, and just it makes it more of a maybe not a slack fest necessarily, but it really makes it a game where there's more gonna be more like trading. The green deck is gonna have generally higher statted creatures. The red mono red medium red deck is usually gonna expect to have putting on more pressure early, and then maybe slowly filter out a bit if the green deck gets to go, especially if it's once again whopping 10 planeswalkers gets to go long. I do believe we don't have
We're off to the
Cam on
races.
right.
Players are ready to go.
Fantastic.
Do we currently have camera? I'm not sure.
We have hand cams active, yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Let me invite you to the calls since
Yeah, I was going
you're
to
more technologically proficient than Lowman, so I can actually do this. And
why a
Okay, he's gonna go ahead and just straight
one-sided
up
setup for
fork
now, with this fork bolt taking out an elf, and that's just, as far as I can see, there's a lot more gas in
We had a quick flash of Luas's head in, in the camera for a bit.
Sorry.
No, that wasn't you. That was Hangouts just selecting the last person who connected to the hole. It's just kind of funny that like the handcam was.
And for a second they could hear me too. Thankfully, I wasn't saying anything important at the time. So
we
have some really big things in Sound's hand, but
he just really doesn't have the ramp. Like, yes, he has. If he draws a land, he has a turn 4 front, which is gonna be really good against his red deck, and basically unkillable if he gets to untap and regenerate.
Yeah.
But that's still 2 turns away. I mean, Lightning Bolt is gonna significantly take care of half of this.
Yeah, it's a lot more reactive than the usual ramp plays.
Yeah, he did get his one-drop ram creature instantly killed by the red player, which turns out to be the correct play in this situation.
But at the same
A
time,
wasteland. He's gonna have to use that to play his threats now, instead of just using it as a answer to say the opponent's mana plays, which makes sense in the matchup. That's what you would have happen generally, as wasteland is usually a card you use in one of 2 circumstances. One, your opponent is the one who's lacking behind on mana, and you can just sacrifice it in the wasteland just to give themselves some tempo. This is pretty usual in, say, an aggro deck like mono white or mono red. Or you're gonna use it because you're targeting something of high importance. Say,
the Mox.
he chose to use. Oh, he drew the Mox.
That makes it an easy choice, kind of, but not really, because having used that wasteland does mean that if he draws land again, he won't be able to play the Carnage Trident. And I don't think that the handware really battlements would become important.
No, it would have been quite relevant here, allowing a additional free damage on the Frozen Zone coming in.
Yeah.
Frozen Zone is definitely a great top deck here. It's gonna make blocking as significantly more awkward for white noise. As sure, he can't just keep one blocker back all the time anymore.
And is the Flame Slash
for any
one-off blockers that he might find. But we see a Sheltered Thicket. Now, I think this is a hard choice.
How to activate the regeneration.
Do you play the Sheltered Thicket?
I think you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure that due to the way his deck is built, because if you cycle it here, you're not likely to find a card that you're gonna play immediately, except for a ramp creature. And if you find a ramp creature, you might as well have played the land. And if not, you're gonna fall far behind. Your opponent's gonna be able to hit you for 5 a turn.
Yeah, and
you just wanna get that counter time down, also draw into another threat. And if you
we were talking about the new cards, and that's the only tap land he's playing. He's not playing any of the new tri-lands.
No,
as an additional copy.
Yeah.
Of
they usually in Highlander primarily are only seen in either really slow decks, like maybe like blue-white control, for example, might play the blue-white one. But I think you only really play it as if you are like 3+ colored, and even 3+ colored decks that are very aggressive may not play them.
No, but I mean, he's playing the Sheltered Thicket, and if he's decided that the Sheltered Thicket is good enough, then why not also play the red, green, white version.
But
Or
it turns out that there's a significant difference between 2 and 3 mana to cycle.
But
the 1 mana difference can really. That's also why you usually, for example, there was the I can't remember what the cycle names were, if they had any. We're gonna see the Flame Flash in this mana dork here. That's gonna be really important. Realizing that it's
yeah, but it forces through the.
It does.
No, it doesn't even
it
force
doesn't.
through damage.
And
Because-
it even makes it so that now any creature coming down that doesn't gain him life. Oh no, that's not gonna work either, because for us it does. I'm not sure what he can draw here except like a sweeper. I'm not sure he's got
Yeah,
anything
and that doesn't do it.
afterward is dead. That's gonna be Brahms game 1. But as I said, the difference between 1 and 2 mana is pretty big. Usually when you see cycling lands, you see the ones that cost 1 red, 1 blue, or 1 with this type to be cycled. You rarely see the ones that cost 2 colorless to cycle. And it's for the same reason. The difference of 1 mana is quite significant.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would think that if you are in the type of deck where you need the 2 mana cyclers, then
That's an interesting choice from Brom. He chose to mulligan that hand actually.
yeah.
He probably has more experience with that deck because I'm mostly on the lower curve version when I play red decks. But I think I would have kept that previous hand, honestly. Turn 1 Skull Clam, not the most exciting, but that deck, besides drawing into its quick mana, doesn't really have many exciting turn 1s. But then turn 2 Harshmurter, and then if he drew any sort of land, would have a solid 3-drops and burn, I believe he had as well.
Now
he is going to keep the 6-card hand, put the Embercleave on the bottom. That one is kind of awkward for this hand.
He's kept 3 mana sources.
Yes, I think he wants to go with a quick Chrome Box, but if that's the case, why not put a Mountain on the bottom and use the Embercleave as an exile? Also, because he's hoping to draw some cards like that.
I think he's going to want the Exquisite Firecraft, so he might just flip the cost.
He exiles. Yeah, I imagine he Cough is one option. I think the other is Exquisite Firecraft actually, and he is gonna.
Okay, it does. The Exquisite Firecraft goes under the bus, but like, is I would assume that removing Sound's ramp on 2 and on 3 would be a significant.
Yeah, I don't think you want to use a 3-mana removal spell to do that. You usually want to use your 1 mana, your Fork Bolts, and your Lightning Bolts to do that, if anything.
So you're banking on just naturally drawing them? I
think you saw your opponent pass turn 1 without playing a mana door. I feel like at that point you're either fairly certain that he doesn't have one or he has a 2-mana one. And I love the 2-mana ones you don't kill that easy. Like you see he has Secondary Tribe Elder. You're not wasting a rule spell on that. He has Wall of Roots. You're not wasting a rule spell on that either. Because you're gonna have to play 2 of them, or I hope.
And Clothis doesn't get killed by much of anything.
No, exactly. This is what you're seeing. Like using a 3-mana 4 damage spell to kill a 1 mana door just is not worth it. When your opponent might just draw land and play a 3-drop the next turn.
It's not all 2 mana dogs which are as hard to kill as these examples, but certainly Nature's Law effect are much more popular in this style.
I think it might be really good against cards that are just like it's actually probably most of the 4-drops and some of the 3-drops and 4-drops, like your in his case Gruul's Spellbreaker, Bonecrusher Giant, Courser, Thrashing Protozoan, those kind of creatures where you really want your kind of cards like that. However, I think he realizes that what he needs to do here is just put on some pressure. And what does that most is creatures, Counter, Cough.
Yeah. So So what Brahms wants right now is a land so he can play this Koth. Yeah.
No, actually. Oh yeah, Brahms. Yeah, Brahms definitely wants to either look for land, or he wants to probably attacking with a copter first, since your island's gonna get blocked by the wall anyways, and then seeing if you find a land is one option. Depending on what you draw, of course. The problem with playing the Koth post combat is that +1 suddenly just doesn't do that much. So playing him
Oh,
that's is interesting. At this point, I think I would just attack with the copter first. Then if I draw a land, I could choose to discard based on that.
seems like it. Seems like it.
The only downside to that is that you don't get to like play Crater Maker, discard
considering it,
the
and
land,
he's
play a
going
Storm.
through.
Yeah, because what you have to be afraid of now from Sound is that he has 3 cards in hand, 5 mana available. At this point, he can easily start playing some threats that can really put on pressure. Like he has in hand both. Definitely is a good bit less scary as Clovis, but Glorybringer is really great in this matchup. Just attacking in and taking out any really big threat, like a Bone Crusher Giant.
Yeah.
And maybe even a Koth, if he like plays Koth.
But
just kill it.
This Wasteland makes
Wasteland, I think you absolutely want to go for here. I
yeah,
think
and so
Arakasi the Bone Crusher and Wastelanding your opponent's mana source is 100% worth it. You did see last turn that he went. He went? Just played a
Wall of Roots, put a counter on it into
he's gonna
Sakura
cast Koth instead. Oh, that's gonna really be punishing, as I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to take the Koth to 4, because he can't really cast the Bone Crusher off it unless he wants to just shoot for 2.
Yeah, he's playing
And
Goth.
that's not really gonna do much, is it? It's gonna force a Sakura back. Or it's gonna, I guess he can send his opponent to 7 if he really wants.
He's adding mana to play the Crater
he's just
Maker.
gonna go. He's just gonna go straight up face.
Go face.
I think that's to his disadvantage here, honestly. I think as a Sound, I'm just gonna crack my Elder here. Be really happy. He didn't crack the Elder.
Yeah, this is unprecedented territory we're going into.
I'm surprised.
Is he trying to get Clothies up
I guess what he's going for is he wants to attack Koth with the Sakura Trap Elder instead.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So you don't play the Glorybringer this turn.
Playing the Glorybringer, killing the Eidolon and the Koth at the same time, because that means that you can suddenly play your Clovis and your Sylvan Carrots and everything without taking the additional 2 damage. You're already at a low enough life total.
But he's cracking it now. Does it come in?
Now? Oh god, is he? Oh, I don't think he realizes what he's doing. Oh, that was not nice. I don't remember, can Clovis redirect to Planeswalkers? She can't, right? That's only opponents.
Don't know. I don't know.
It does seem to be each opponent, yeah.
I think that's game, isn't it?
Gain 2 life, and Clovis deals 2 damage to each opponent. Yeah, I think this is gonna be hard for Sound to come back from now, because he's gonna what? He's gonna get attacked for 3 in the air, but his Smuggler's Sculptor, as well as 4 on the ground from that Koth. And he's gonna. Oh, he might even get attacked with the Nagila instead. Actually, get attacked for take. Does he? I don't believe the warrior token attacks. So if he blocks the free power, he's dead. If he blocks, no. I guess it doesn't really matter if you just like crew up the copter. That's still gonna be lethal no matter how he blocks.
Yeah. This is exact lethal.
Exactly. Even at jump blocking situation. See, this is what I meant. Like, you could have killed the Koth and the creature that shot you for 2. You would have been at 7. Sure, you had a tap Glorybringer, and you wouldn't have a Clovis in play. But you would have played those next turn. You'd had, assuming your Wolfroot didn't die, which it probably wouldn't have, you could have played easily both your Clovis and your Sylvan Carroted, and be in a great situation to just stall out, grind with Clovis, gain some life.
Yeah.
But he
It's
simply
it
I'm not sure
was,
what
you
happened to
know,
that Elgin.
a case, I think, of not quite realizing where where the timing of the different things, either forgetting to crack at the end step or assuming that it came untapped. Something went wrong. And
Yeah.
you know, in these high stakes, or not quite high stakes, but like highly competitive environments, that's one mistake is all it takes. So now we're looking at Necropotence versus Bailite. Yeah.
So we sadly do not have
Interesting.
hand cam.
Yeah, the only
We
the
are
only thing, the
streaming
only way
it.
that I can describe this board is that some stuff happened.
That seems like a valid way to put it. But we do have Necron's classic. I'm not sure if it's actually medium white this time around, or if it's just straight up white, not white weenie, but like what's it called?
the presence of the hero in the
Exactly.
middle
Yeah,
does
but definitely
seem like
can
it's
sometimes go as
medium.
tall as a hero, I'll say. But
Okay.
you're right, he's probably on some sort of like medium white. This doesn't look like
The big
usually.
meme, the
Truly.
medium white.
We have seen Bailite on his signature deck that he's always on, his black-green Abzan deck, with a significant amount of value engines and graveyard synergy, comparatively. And of course, a lot of the
look
good
at
stuff.
this just beautiful thing. Like
Yeah.
the Grim Flayer fueling the Fiend Artisan
Yeah.
to become.
This is definitely
He didn't
more.
quite hit there, but still managing.
I will say this game is. Oh, that
Nice
seems like
value.
it's going to help. This game is by no means in anyone's particular favor right now.
No, but you know, it doesn't have to be in anybody's favor for the the interactions to be really, you know, noteworthy. And like we are,
I
this is
was
a bit
certain you
of
were
a
about to say it doesn't have to be in anybody's favor for it to be in Bailite's favor. Because, well, I mean, the joke is that probably Bailite has the long game, right? His deck has freaking Emrakul in it, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I agree on that one, but I think
But
that
this is a big
we're
swing.
here, I think that Necro can honestly put on, depending on what Bailite has in hand, or admittedly he has some pretty good tutor options with the what's it called, Fiend Artisan again. He might honestly, Necro might honestly be able to just straight up pressure with, like, especially with a hero. God, does hero do a lot of damage? Like, look at the situation. He can either kill a 2-1 blocker and take what? 7,
That's
8,
too,
9,
yeah,
that's 14 to my count.
way too much damage.
Yeah, like,
and they
Bailite's gonna
get
have a hard time really finding something here. Like, even just killing something isn't gonna be that easy, because Mother of Runes is gonna protect you from any single target rule, and Thalia is gonna make anything like Abrupt Decay really awkward here. I mean, admittedly, Bailite does have Chaos Cradles giving him a lot of mana. Siege Shriner is gonna help. That's a good starting point. But Mother of Runes can make something quite difficult to block, it turns out, as well.
So how much mana does he have right
Also,
now? 1,
notably,
2,
I think
3,
it seems
4,
like
5.
a game where noticeably we had a
8.
Palace Jailer, and the Monarchy is just seemingly going back and forth here. And that turns out to be in Necro's favor right now. Like,
Yeah.
I think Bailey's gonna have a hard time grinding him out. Honestly, I don't think he's gonna get to that point of the game. Like,
right now, right here, this is where I think Bailite would really want to have a Massacre Girl.
God, the Creature Sweeper.
Yeah, that.
Or maybe Massacre Worm as well could do it, or something like that.
Yeah, but like it wouldn't
not gonna kill
completely clear
everything.
things up. of course, there's upsides and downsides to both of them. Massacre Worm.
Defeat Artisan. No, Defeat Artisan wouldn't work. I'm thinking Defile here
No.
from Hearthstone. Because the way that that Massacre Girl works is that for each creature that dies, she triggers again. So if you have 5 1/1s and a 6/6,
Yeah.
you'll kill 5 1/1s. 5 triggers will go on stack, and the 6/6 will then be a 5/5 from the first trigger, and then the 5 more triggers will kill it as well.
Yeah. So
that makes it
but
significantly easier
here
to kill.
everything would die.
Absolutely. Even
except for the Massacre Girl, of course.
Yes, because he doesn't. That's correct.
But
that's one thing. Could he win straight? Could he just straight up win with a Massacre Worm here? Like, say, sack the Courser. Your opponent would take damage from Splicer, Mother, Traveling Specter, Token, Thalia. That's 10. That's 5. That's 10 damage.
They don't.
And then you can attack in.
She does. Massacre Girl doesn't deal damage.
No. If he had Massacre Worm instead.
Massacre Worm. That would be.
I don't have a specific list.
That wouldn't be enough right now, at the very least.
It's close, but it wouldn't be enough.
But Scavenging Ooze. Now that's how many? There are 3 creatures in the graveyard.
Okay, he's gonna search CMC 5. What is he gonna get? He's gonna sack the Spirit Token. That makes a lot of sense, as there's really nothing he needs to jump in there, and it's just the worst creature. Just gonna get a Kitchen Things. No, wait, no Titania. He had the Kitchen Things on top.
I think he tapped wrong. I think he was meant to tap before he sacrificed. He meant to get a 6-drop.
No, I think he very much wanted to get that Titania.
Then why did he use all that mana?
Because look, now he's gonna play the Wasteland, sack the Delta, sack the Wasteland, get 2 creatures. He's even gonna get rid of like that.
Oh yeah, but
which is actually kind of relevant since Necro does have a Thalia.
Yeah, okay. Titania.
So let's say he swings in here.
Does she do the job? Like, Hero produces 2 more tokens.
That currently has 7 blockers, and let's assume he activates Polluted Delta. So it gets like a green source for Polluted Delta, and then activates it once. Actually, he can't really do that, can he? He doesn't have any. I can't see any untapped green source he can get with Polluted Delta, except like something that's going to deal him damage here.
Yeah. So you can get 2 more blockers. That gives it. Yeah.
And Polluted Delta is life neutral as well. So how many creatures does Necro have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 2 tokens. Puts him at 11. I just think attacking with everything here
is gonna be quite favorable for Necro.
Winner the game.
But if Necro doesn't absolutely win on this attack and goes all out, then she loses, doesn't she?
Bailite has maybe, I don't know, one thing I can really think of right now off the top of my head is Fatal Push. Fatal Push before combat on like the hero, it's gonna be big deal. I think we would have seen it already. No, actually, the Mother Rune is probably gonna be fine, just taking care of that.
Yeah.
Are you fine?
She's not gonna attack with the Mother Rune.
The thing is, if you cast anything, Fire's gonna make that an additional mana, and you don't really have additional mana if you want an additional block from the sacking the Wasteland. So no matter what, you're probably not gonna cast a spell here if you want to get those blockers out. So what? He's gonna block everything except a bunch of free power creatures. So he's gonna block the Golem, Hero, Gideon, and the Thalia. And then he's gonna have what? 3 blockers left. Blocking Blade Spicer, Fragment Specter, and Fiend Hunter. Leaving 3 tokens is just, as far as I can see, if I didn't miss something, is exactly not lethal. So maybe he
in tracking Polluted Delta to make one of the 5/3s, you go to 7, take 6,
You
go to 1.
You actually go back up 1 because it also gives you a life back.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's
I
more than
actually think
exact.
that not attacking mana is actually gonna make the difference here if my math's correct.
Unless in response to the tokens, Mother of Runes gives protection.
True. You can actually. That's a good point. You can make one of your high damage creatures like Gideon here. Just yeah, that would actually just also win the game.
But
That's correct.
whatever color you choose,
Yeah, the spirit token.
Necro, she could just block with a different creature because
Yeah, that's
of
right.
the spirit. So I don't think that quite works.
No, you're right.
I'm
Would've been-
trying
this
to
is-
think
would
of a
have been
way.
Off better, just attacking with a mother unless she has something in hand here. That I can't really
Wait,
think of.
why?
Oh, they wastelanded their own land.
There's themselves an additional blocker. Big brain place right
God, I
here
feel like an
from
idiot thinking of
Bailite.
that.
Of course,
My
showing how they are. He's just
he's
played
played
this
game
deck
more than
so
twice.
much, right?
Absolutely.
He knows this.
Yeah, I believe he's even made that play against me or someone else before on camera. So I don't believe this is like something completely ridiculous he just came up with last second. This is
This is something he's done before. Yeah, okay.
Yes. So the question is here, I guess you might end up using your mana to save whatever creature is important. Probably either Fiend Hunter or the hero.
Yeah.
Oh, this went sour real quick, didn't it?
Probably gonna throw a spirit in front of Thalia.
Probably gonna use the castle depending on what blocks your Gideon or your Thalia to save one of those. It seems like he's smart and not putting a lot of damage in front of those for that specific reason. He's blocking the golem with Titania. Titania's gonna die from that. I'm not sure if no, it would die anyway. So he's fine with letting Titania die. Figured it'd make more sense.
Seems like it.
He probably has some way to get it back, I could imagine. That's probably why. Or he wants to just make the Fiend Artisan bigger. That's also an option.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna take what?
I think what's gonna happen here is if Mother Runes saves a creature and there isn't sufficient blockers coming down afterwards, then we might end up seeing Bailite going for lethal by getting as many creatures in the bin as possible.
So currently, gosh, we're gonna see a lot of creatures going to graveyard. We're gonna see the Blade Splicer. Everything's just gonna go to graveyard. Admittedly, it's only his grave counting, so we see the Titania. I believe is the only creature going to the graveyard. So you're gonna have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is it. This is without a doubt lethal unless unless she has something here that just somehow saves her. I'm not seeing it realistically from a mono white deck that likely isn't on sweepers to come back from this. Like she got this.
This is gonna be this is a big Fiend Artisan, but it's also gonna be a big Scavenging Ooze from eating the Blade Splice of the hero.
Yeah, Lyra Dawnbringer might just be enough life and possibly even a lethal attacker. Okay, this definitely is big white then. I'm not sure.
So that takes out.
Let's go up to Lyra.
Essentially, 2 of the elementals. One is blocked, and the other one is
Eternal
negated.
Witness drawn from Bailite, so we know he has Eternal Witness in hand.
That's still not enough, is it? If you
you can remove, you can get. What do you have in graveyard? You can get Palace Jail and remove the Lyra Dawnbringer. That should be lethal.
4, 10.
You have easily lethal with that.
Yeah, this is if you just eat the Blade Splice of the hero, that you've got a lethal attack.
You can also just remove the blocker. You have 2 5/3s, a 5/5, a 4/4, a 2/4, and a Schools you can easily just dump a good bit of mana into, because you have so much Guy Cradle's mana. Admittedly, you only really want to eat your opponent's straight up
Unless
because
the
you're gonna lose
last
the equal
one of
amount
the two
of lesson damage.
cards in Necro's hand
Yeah, there needs to be like
is
a path. No, you can't even
a
cast a path because you have Thalia in play. So
you
you
can't. So that there's basically nothing.
no, yeah, unless you have like a wide 1/1 flash, and that's probably not even going to be enough either.
So
So yeah, if you just take the line of just taking like Palace Jelly here and just
Eternal Witness.
that's definitely going to be lethal.
What's he getting back? The jailer?
Yeah, I imagine. Abrupt Decay?
Just get it out of the way. Wait.
I mean, he probably has a lethal.
Abrupt decay?
Yeah,
What's
Idol
he
Child,
abrupt decaying?
Likely the Fiend Hunter.
Ah.
I just think that just getting the Palace Jailer. Also, just for the
Yeah.
extra Robins of getting the Monarch again without having to attack for it. Personal opinion. Yeah. And then we're just gonna see like some cards with Ooze, Abrupt Decay, the Guardian, the Hunter. And then we're just gonna see what. So Lyra blocks like wait, he's activating the Fiend Artisan?
What's his plan exactly?
I'm highly. I mean,
he knows what
what is he going for? What kind of bonus is he going for? Some sort of safety thing? Just like is he playing around something I can't think of, or does he just not see the Palace Jailer line? So get Shriekmaw. That's basically Palace Jailer, though it did require you to
But
tap.
is it still lethal?
Oh
yes,
yeah, absolutely.
it is.
Easily lethal.
What?
Yeah, Necro doesn't have anything. Just bluffing. Figured. That's like her. Yeah. And this is just gonna be you have 2 5/3s. You have a Ooze is gonna get pumped by what? Okay, that's one advantage of getting the Shriekmaw, admittedly, is that you do get another creature in the graveyard. Oh, he's even
And
gonna
just for the Robins.
just for the
Abrupt decay the
Fiend Hunter. Bailite, come on. Just that been sweet.
This okay, he had 100 different ways to just end this game.
Yeah, you can't cast that Ephemerate, I'm sorry. Your own Thalia just kinda did you dirty.
Way too many Thalias, and Bailite gets it 2-0. What a game.
That was definitely a really close like swing, but that nice line of play from Bailite definitely did secure him the win there.
And with that, we're back to the booth. We saw that was the last match of round one. Let me fix the header real bit. So, give us your thoughts of the magic that we watched while I fix things per round two.
That was it was certainly not what I expected. It was a lot less of like analyzing plays and connecting with the players on a deeper level, and more of me and you, Gosmith, going, what are they doing? What are they thinking? I don't understand any of this. This was something else. It doesn't feel quite like the usual 10th point experience that we're having right now.
I don't know, we definitely often see some questionable lines, like people make mistakes, we're humans, goddammit, right? But yeah, you're absolutely right. There were some awkward, possibly game-losing mistakes. At least in one of the games. I'm not going to
not
here.
just
They'll know when they watch the stream. They'll know.
Yeah, but like it's not just mistakes, because people make mistakes, but more like people were styling on each other. People were seeing different lines.
That doesn't feel. Styling doesn't feel that unusual, honestly.
No, it's not. It's not that it's bad, but when we as commentators look at a game and see, oh, this is obviously what's gonna happen, and we just continue to get it wrong because people.
Oh, absolutely. That's because none of us are low man. Just predict the future. I'm just kidding.
But
I'm not there quite yet. I'm still working on it.
okay,
I believe we have pairings for the next round going up. Is that correct?
round 2, and
Let's see here. Let's see here.
get skills.
Let's see a very match here. So as far as I can see, the winners brackets, if you want to feature one of those, that's going to be either.
No, yeah, okay, sorry, yeah, we need to show. Then that's gonna be either Brahms versus Evius or Bailite versus WolfgangCloud.
I would say we quite often see Bailite in stream, to be completely honest.
Yes, let's get Brahms and Evius in here.
We watched Brahms last round.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to argue. So,
but we also watched Bailite.
Well, Bailite we only watched Bailite for a little bit. We had no hands. It's fine.
Okay.
I think I agree. I would prefer the Bailite match, absolutely. I think we should take that.
So we're doing WolfgangCloud versus Bailite. And you know, what I'm seeing here, I don't know if it's up on the screen yet, but what we have from Bailite is quite a good starting hand, I think. Deathrite Shaman, Scavenging Ooze, Skull Clamp, Heartless Act.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heartless Act is one of the big MVPs of this new set.
Yesterday, which is Mono Red. He's been on that for quite a while now. And if we are against Mono Red, Scavenging Ooze, Deathrite Shaman, both really good. Heartless Act is really great. And just having that one of Skull Clamp isn't horrible either against Mono Red, just really allowing you on the cheap to just like trade that creature for another creature and still get positive resources. What he does lack here is Scavenging Ooze is a really great card once you're already more or less in the quote-unquote late game for this kind of match. Or at least
if the graveyard isn't filled to the brim,
it can easily, like, Mono Red usually has a lot of 2/3 mana burn spells that can easily take it out if you just try to activate it for that one from the Heartless Act. I imagine he's going to keep that still. It's a great hand, and I wouldn't mulligan it even if I didn't know what matchup I was up against. This is a very, very solid starting hand. It has ramp, it has everything, removal, threats, value.
This is exactly it's the perfect, you know, four spells, 3 lands, good curve 1 into 2 into 3, and by 3 I mean a 2-drop and a 1-drop on turn 3. And of course, not only that, but also has the holy trinity of his mana. He has a green-white, a white-black, and a black-green. So he has access to triple of all his colors.
We're gonna see an instant Wild Slash here. I actually think that's pretty fine.
Yeah.
For
now,
like as we said, once again, you kind of don't mind
Skull
have so much mana as he does, and you have the Scavenging Ooze. Tidehollow, what is he gonna take? He's probably gonna take the. I imagine he takes either the Ferociton. Probably not, honestly, because of
the Smuggler's Copter is gonna dig him into more removal.
Go Heartless on the Ferociton when you need to. So yeah, absolutely. Drawing that land is just really awkward right now for Wolfgang. Being on 4 mana is rarely something once Red Deck wins. And selling with 3 lands is already quite a lot.
Now this sword is
2 land, maybe 1. Yeah, the score is definitely incorrect.
Once there's time to get it on the board and get it equipped, that's gonna basically end any race.
Yeah,
because it deals extra card advantage, extra damage.
Absolutely. He goes for the equip here. That's interesting.
Is he trying to raise? No, he's keeping it back for block.
Yeah, that seems like a Bailite move to make. He usually, if he has the choice between being the aggressor and the defense, he will choose to be the defensive player.
He's a cautious guy, but still.
Absolutely.
So,
WolfgangCloud, more lands just coming off the top, just not what you
no,
want to
that was the land we knew he had in his hand. We
No,
no longer have any information of the
yeah,
last two cards.
absolutely, yeah. At least he is in a situation where he does have something to do with his mana due to that land having an inactivated ability. And this is the thing. By throwing that Skull Climb on, he just says, "I dare you to attack. Go ahead."
Oh, I have a fun interaction. Swords to Plowshares and Rampaging Ferocidon.
Yep.
Do you gain life?
But I think he's just gonna put ahead and use a Heartless Act here. Or maybe he's just gonna play
You'll gain the life though.
Yeah,
he's like he's gonna go for this Scavenging Ooze here and just possibly Swords. Which is weird, because I'd imagine you'd just take damage for that if you don't kill it first. So you just want to keep. I guess he just wants. He's fine with taking 1 damage at the price for the possibility of playing
taking
around
down
maybe
a bigger threat.
Yeah, or playing around a shot because I think his ooze is more important here. Now he doesn't get to do that. He's probably gonna path in response, I imagine, because he's not gonna get a life from Andy.
Another mountain from Wolfgang, so he is actually flooding.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the stream right now. We do have stream cam. I don't believe.
Oh, I have only been looking at the.
That's why I've been looking at stream as well, because we have not been able to see it live, sadly.
I've only been invited to 1 video call.
Yep, so has I. So it's just a minor mistake on the Remage part. It's not very important. It'll probably be fixed when he has time.
It's fine.
Yeah. So is coming down here, and oh, there we go. He heard what we were talking about.
He's always listening.
That's the thing, isn't it? So yeah, we are gonna see the sword here coming in, probably soon getting equipped, and just having a threat that shoots for 2 every turn, takes out the majority of threats from Wolfgang, generates value, and is basically unkillable. Especially if you get it above
I might just look up. Is WolfgangCloud playing the colorless removal spell?
I highly doubt that. You usually don't do that in mono red. If you really want to find answers, usually for a creature with swords, or just swords in general, yeah, Smuggler's Copter is an option. Blocking a creature with Smuggler's Copter, or another colorless creature, and then possibly pumping it if it needs to be bigger, is usually just straight up go to in this situation.
And yes, he doesn't have any sort of. He doesn't have the Devoid burn spell.
So I was gonna say,
but he does have Skullcrack.
Yeah, I was gonna say we see Bailite in the somewhat awkward position of no creature, but then he draws Severe Reclamation, and that changes everything.
Okay.
We're probably gonna see a Reclamation on probably Scavenging Ooze. Maybe Tide Hollow if he's really afraid. No, it's just gonna be getting his Ooze, and then just equipping Sword. And then all you have to deal with that's Smuggler's Copter, and you're probably golden.
And next turn, he's gonna have the mana up to be able, even if WolfgangCloud does draw another threat to activate the Smuggler's Copter. Next turn, Bailite's gonna have the mana up to Heartless Act the Smuggler's Copter, and then afterwards, probably going to be able to sword the whatever it was played. This is a very strong position with Bailite still at 17.
That's not the one I usually use in my version of Mono Red. So I just didn't intuit it, really. Yeah, he smartly saved the mountain here to discard to the copter.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
currently Bailites. I might honestly consider just not playing the Young Pyromancer here in hopes of playing Young Pyromancer in Flow next turn.
Yeah. But he does play it out. That does
So
mean
the
that
thing is,
he
definitely gonna attack
have a
with Ooze
threat
here,
at
kill
the end
your
of the turn.
Pyromancer, and then probably what? Probably hold the hardest act up to deal with the copter, and then I don't know, maybe Satyr, Wayfinder, and sack it. No, he's just he's gonna play the Ana, of course, to kill Young Pyromancer, then use hardest act, and then yeah, you can just clear everything here. That's a way better play.
Yeah.
Just kill the creature, then hold up hardest act.
I would
He
keep
didn't
Headless
keep,
Act up.
didn't keep double green up though. He did miss that line of play.
Yeah, but
That was a bit of a minor detail, but
yeah.
once again, minor. He's so far ahead. He's at a solid 12 at the moment. Likely not. Oh, did he forget to play a land there? I think he did. He missed the fact that he drew a card and didn't play the land, and I don't think he's in a deck where he would ever not play a land more or less. Unless he's afraid of a sudden double swamp into Torok.
So
Arc Trail just not gonna
Arc
do much
Trail
here.
into this incendiary flow?
No, there is a reason that you don't play lands in this deck, and it's that your opponent has Price of Progress in their deck.
True price, that's a good point. I should know that. That is a really good card, and as much as I wanted to not be pointed, it probably ought to be pointed to a degree.
So, and that's actually a good point because if Bailite had played another
Yeah, he would have been
non-basic
dead
land,
that straight up next turn. Now that's cool. How many creatures do we have in grave total? We have, let's see, Gorger, Pyro, Death Ride, Scholar. So we have the ability to gain currently 4 life. Even more so if he starts milling with his Liliana.
yeah,
I don't think you want to be using the Serene's Reclamation here. I don't feel like that's really anything notable to get back.
that's what's happening. He's
Yep.
he's gaining as much life as he possibly can.
Prime Time and Eternal Witness. Assassin's Trophy.
Just more fodder for the Scoos.
Yeah, absolutely. Scoos is just going to carry this game. Probably just going to just. How much damage is this? This is a 6/6 Scoos that shoots for 2 currently. And you can probably set it up to be lethal next turn just by eating him up.
1, 2,
Or you can get greedy and just.
3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's
I think you
that's
just like
lethal next turn, yeah.
Yeah, especially because it can even gain an additional point from the Skull Clamp.
The Skull Clamp, yes.
Yep.
I don't think the 1 point of damage. I guess no, actually, that's going to use your black-white land.
And one final land for WolfgangCloud.
That puts you exactly 13 damage to my count. Yeah, that's going to give Bailite the game 1. So this is the thing about this matchup. I have a lot of experience with it, as I can tell you. The thing is, you really just want to abuse the fact that he has a very greedy deck. Just keep like the most balls to the walls hands, because when your opponent's trying to play Library, for example, and Emerald, you can really abuse that. So like a hand that doesn't have a 1-drop can be kind of awkward. That said, he does have a card like Runaway Stimkin, which can just get you just really going. And he does have a Galvanic Blast, which he's probably going to kill the Mystic with here, I imagine.
Yeah, just another shock for the pile.
Yeah.
Runaway Steamkin, probably a Stormblood Berserker next turn.
That highly depends, actually.
Yeah.
Because if you just hardcast it here, if like say he plays the Scavenging Ooze, you either have to kill the Ooze, or you're in kind of a bad position. I could actually see just firebolting whatever threat he plays here, attacking with his tagging and then skewering, depending on how we do see a top deck noble here. That might change it.
I
And it
might
allows it to
actually attack first.
I think I might just firebolt the noble here. Actually, no. I think at this point the noble's not worth it. Actually, I just straight up just not shoot. I just attack, play the and if he blocks, I'm just gonna probably
This way
fire.
does force through more damage.
No,
This
actually not. It doesn't. If you attack first and he blocks,
No, but if
you
he doesn't block, then that's 1 point of missed damage.
that's true. That is 1 point of missed damage. That's correct. I think you're just fine with him having a mana dog right now, because at the point of this game where you have like this amount of board, a Owen is not going to do a lot. Like if you keep killing his random ass 1/1 dorks, you're going to fall behind slowly. So we have a couple options here. The Fiend Artisan is just a free, which is not terribly exciting. Scavenging Goose is going to become a free once again, not terribly exciting. Does gain you 1 life. And then we have Lingering Souls, which can chomp this, either can just chomp the likely at that point a 4/4 runaway. But it does set you up a lot better for your next turn because this just uses all your mana, so that's probably what he's gonna do, and that is what he's gonna do.
There is also another thing which I've learned from playing a bunch of standard, honestly, which is that if you put a 1/1 in front of the runaway Steamkin, then they can't remove the counters without the Steamkin dying in second main phase. So that actually matters. Like you can kind of hamper your opponent's ability to keep deploying threats using the Steamkin, which is a lot of the power of the Steamkin.
Absolutely,
yes.
You're completely correct on that. I think, just in general, especially like look at the hand that Wolfgang has. You really don't care to remove the counters. You're perfectly fine with a 2-mana 4/4. Sometimes you do have hands where you can just go like swing in for 4, remove 3 counters, make it a 4/4 again or 3/3 again. And those hands are absolutely great. I just feel like those are significantly rarer than the ones where you just
in
go.
standard, what ends up happening is that you remove the counters, cast light up the stage, get more cards, then cast more spells, then get more counters. Then if you have 2 Steamkins, you can kind of cast half of your deck sometimes.
That changes a lot. You're right. Alas, that is not the situation we have, where we're closer to I wouldn't say that Mono Red Standard was ever really truly an unfair deck, but it definitely had a lot more going for it than just straight up just burning someone. So we're going to see the duress here, which is interesting. Probably going to see duress into Scavenging Ooze and eat something then. I don't imagine him wanting to play just a free Fiend Artisan. I don't imagine getting back to Lingering Souls here either. Because now he can't play Gunty. Gunty? I actually kind of... Yeah, you know what? Oh no, it is going to be the Fiend Artisan, but that's just going to be a free. Maybe he wants to block the Stormblood Berserker here. Maybe that's what he's going for.
Another option was also replaying the Lingering Souls.
No,
So,
the Fiend Artisan ramps him here. I think it's pretty good. He can chomp with the Spirit and then fetch Dryad Arbor if it's in his deck.
You have a couple of really interesting options here. The first one is to just slam the Lava Master attack. I think if you do that, he jumps your Runaway with his token and kills your Lava Runner. You get him for free. He's just going to straight up attack here and be like, you know what, you can trade. I do remember that he does have a Firebolt in the graveyard that he can flash back using his Steamkin if he really wants to. With this block, I don't see why you would. You probably just play the Lava Runner. And do you even play the Vista here? I guess you do, so you have mana for the Firebolt. If you draw on a land. I usually like, if I don't feel like I have a reason to play a land, just because there's a couple of cards that do let you discard, like Copter, is often a quite safe choice at this when you have 3 or 4 mana. Just keep a land in hand. It's also just the odd. It also just gives the feeling sometimes, not so much here perhaps.
Wait,
a possibility of a combat trick.
To kill the.
Oh, he is gonna kill the token as well. That's interesting. I did not expect that. He's gonna prioritize killing the token. I'm very surprised by that.
So
I think you should
he's
kill the Queen Abzan here.
flashing it back now, using all this mana.
Admittedly, he did only lose basically one counter, but I think losing one counter is a really big deal. Because the difference between a 3/3 and a 4/4 is honestly quite big.
Well, it's not
It's
that
big and
big
less
when you're
awkward if you
sitting across
really
a Gonti. That's a 2/3 with dead touch.
true
Doesn't
against
really
Conte, it's
matter.
not gonna matter. You're right. But against like a significant amount, like Courser,
Yeah.
you only really kill the Courser if he has it. Like scavenging, if you play scavenging ooze here, that's also pretty relevant. If he just flashes back the lingering souls, which he does do here, he goes with lingering souls and scoos here and eat a creature.
Ah,
Then
yeah, sure.
that's also gonna matter because now he could just trade the ooze for the creature. I think he might just
Sure.
rather jump block, to be honest, because I think that Scoos just represents so much life gain and so much stabilization that you don't want to just risk it at this point. Gold crack.
So, what? Oh, that's a skull crack.
That is gonna be interesting. So I don't believe there's any way you shouldn't attack with Stinkin here. That's for sure. I'm not sure if you want to risk the Lava Runner. Second with the Lava Runner just straight up incentivizes him to block with his ooze here. I mean, if I'm trading my Lava Runner for his ooze and token, that's fine. And if he wants to just jump, that's the best we are probably gonna get realistically.
Yeah, sure.
Because he can't
Wait.
not realistically block here because the Fire Blast is lethal. Suddenly, but just a bunch of things are suddenly lethal that just quote unquote shouldn't be. And also, notably, you do not Skullcrack here, because that 1 point of damage from the Scoos on your turn is probably going to be more relevant than the likelihood that you draw a 3+ mana card here that you might want to use. Is my opinion here.
Well, I think WolfgangCloud, if he knew the cards that he just got thrown away, I think he'd be quite happy, because 3 mountains and a single Rift Bolt. That's not what you want to be.
It's definitely not that interesting on this board because the dude is sort of already dead and the runaway is likely to not die to it. Okay. Let's see here. So if you attack with both, he definitely just blocks your Lava Runner.
So incinerate the Scoos. The Scoos in response tries to.
I think you just want to like pop the ooze, or maybe do you kill the Gunty here?
It's a tough choice.
See,
I don't know what I would be doing here.
the thing is, it's always safe to kill the Gunty, if you know what I mean, because
yeah,
your opponent can't really like respond. You don't have to be responding with Incinerate. That's the advantage there. And the thing is, if you don't kill Gonti, it's definitely gonna block your runaway Steamkin with it. So I think you honestly kill the Gonti and attack with both the creatures.
Oh, that's
nice!
That was a very nice desktop.
Oh wait, he's gonna please don't. Oh wait, he's gonna Skullcrack it. He's just gonna Skullcrack. Oh, he really wants to kill the Scavenging Ooze, doesn't he? Because he's gonna basically make Bailite activated here. Like yeah, exactly. I doubt that there's any way Bailite is gonna not do it.
Oh, is he's Skullcracking the
to actually it's gonna sound weird.
Oh, that's
I
the correct line.
I would rather kill the Gonti attacked, and then maybe try to make.
Wait, he didn't target the Skullcrack on the Gonti? I thought that he'd target the Gonti with the skull crack
No, Skullcrack only
and
goes
makes
face.
it so people can't gain life, that
Well,
would have forced
Skullcrack only
Bailite
goes
to
face.
use
Sorry.
his scavenging moves.
You mean the Incinerate on the Gonti?
No. The skull crack on the
Skullcrack only hits
Gonti.
players
That's the
instead of
first thing.
planeswalkers. Skullcracks only hits players and planeswalkers. That's why.
What?
That's it. Skullcrack only goes face. That's the one thing it knows how to do. This is interesting. I think I'll just slap the Berserker here and just
What?
swing.
Have I been living a lie all these years?
Oh, you have.
I got skull cracked back when I was playing on the pavement. No, okay.
It's
When I first
I
got
also was muted when I said
to when I first got reintroduced to Magic was 5 years ago ish.
He's just gonna pass here. Why?
But like,
Why not just slam these Scapclan Berserker and swing? You can either set him to 2, in which case you can top deck burn, or he has to trade with the Runaway Steamkin. Oh wait, I guess he just chums I don't see why you wouldn't attack though. Why wouldn't you attack? What are you afraid of? I mean, if you're just gonna not attack into the Gonti before he draws burn spell, you're gonna give him so much time.
and now
Yeah,
now
actually,
whenever he does find the burn spell, that's
This is
gonna be more card
I-
advantage for
big
Bailite.
Midnight Reaver out of Bailite here. Both in general and just like in this situation here. Oh, that's gonna be an awkward snow going mountain. I don't know. I guess Wolfgang is just hoping to just stall the board until he can find lethal burn. But if that's the case, why not just like play the Scapclan Berserker? Why try and keep it a secret? That might make it really awkward for you later
I
on.
don't know.
I mean, you weren't ever really planning on activating the runaway. You're keeping it a 4/4 at this point. He's really trying to act like he had a burn spell.
Bailite helpfully giving us a pop damage count in his hands.
Ah, right, progress damage. Lovely. Yeah, that one's been lethal for a good bit. And let's just say I have taught him once or twice to keep track of that thing. That has won me a couple of games against him that I just sometimes just shouldn't have won. That and Skull Clamp. Those two cards really just can just take a mono deck from a situation where it just shouldn't be winning to a game that it just destroys someone in. Yeah, Fatal Push taking care of the
Runaway Steamkin.
This is what I'm saying. If you had been attacking with it, that wouldn't have. Sure, he had shot. He might have sometimes killed your Berserker here, but at least he wouldn't have. You could have been attacking, trading with his Midnight Reaper. Like, I'm really not sure why you just wouldn't get in with a 4 for it. What is he afraid of? He's an aggro deck.
Not
even attacking with the Spirit. That's weird.
We've gone from a position where I couldn't see Wolfgang not winning to a position where it's getting hard to see Wolfgang winning.
Okay, he's going to draw Exquisite Firecraft. That's definitely the starting point. Like, winning this game is drawing just like the right burn spells when Bailite is playing a bit more defensively than I figured he should have. Please just go face.
He has to.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like I just based on how he played before, I was just hoping that he wouldn't like suddenly be like, oh, I'm never gonna attack that Guntis in play. Because you sometimes you have to admit as a mono red player. Oh no! The punish for keeping that snow cover mountain in hand. He plays Gerard's verdict. Oh, he's gonna do that. Oh, that's a lovely play from Bailite, discarding his own lands just to gain 6.
That's why he was keeping the lands in hand.
Oh yes, that, and he was planning on playing around the price. Now, admittedly, he's still not safe from the price. The price is still exactly lethal, but he is putting himself in a situation where
where a shock or bolt no
I
longer just
think I
gets.
might honestly just trade here.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't afford to
no,
keep taking
I
3
wouldn't
for
expect
an
Scat
extended
Clan.
period of time.
Oh yeah, I don't think this Scap Clan is going to do much on the sports state because there's a treat
But
Chandler,
he's taking
blocking,
it for now.
Gonzi. Like even just slamming the Aggro pressure, removing the Gonzi as a blocker, he's still going to be able to like block with the Cheetah village. It's just not that great a situation. And sure, you get in for free with the Aggro pressure, putting your opponent at 4 if he doesn't jump like with the Spirit Dome.
Wait, now that he's played the last lap, wouldn't you just
It's gonna
take it?
pass.
He would just take it and
I
just
think
swing
I
back
think
for
he's really
lethal,
going
right?
for Bailite to make a mistake here. That's what it feels like to me. And Bailite isn't the kind of player I'm expected to make a mistake unless he's just figuring that
Ultra
playing around
punished.
with ice doesn't make sense anymore. Like, yeah, and he's just gonna get punished for not even playing it, just making it even worse.
Like,
Yeah,
good
this is B's game.
lord.
I can't think of anything short of Price of Progress, or maybe Skullclab that Wolfgang can come back with here right now. I can't think of anything. He might have something in this list that I'm forgetting. Yeah, not even Fiery Confluence, just clearing the board is going to do it. Because Street of Village is just going to kill you in, what, 1 or 2 turns. See, now you're trading with it anyways. That's the problem. You just took free, you gave your opponent like the ability to get free damage in a situation where you're already behind, you're hoping to draw a default burn. Slowly but surely.
Maybe he was expecting.
That land's not going to help him here. Is that lethal? I believe that is lethal. That's 5, that's 8, that is lethal. That's going to be game. And Bailite is going to win this one 2-0.
And that's game.
And that is game. So let's check. Do we have any more matches currently going on? Or is this one of the last ones?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. We have
Yeah,
we have we have Evios versus Brahms. We have Zhit. No, Zhit. That's often.
no,
Evios versus
yeah,
Brahms is
they have no watches.
no viewers. Let's watch Blahguy versus JPSS.
Yeah, absolutely.
And these handcams are not relevant.
I imagined.
Somebody says I'm about to lose. Brahms, that's you, right? Yeah, okay. The fact that Brahms has a username on Discord, a nickname on Discord that is different than his username, and also a different name. It gets confusing, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, we're seeing Blahguy on his classic Black Red Aggro. He's actually on one of those new cards from Korea, Labyrinth Raptor, a card that has been talked about for Black Red Aggro, but since
Oh
Black Red
yeah,
Aggro,
this is the Menace Matters thing.
No, yeah, the creature is. I don't think he's on full on menace. I think he's just playing this because it's just a good standalone game. Card.
There has been I have heard somebody talking about making a Rakdos Aggro Menace Matters deck.
Yeah, I just don't think that's I think there's like what 3 or 4 menace synergy cards, short of like I don't know, stopping people from blocking. I think that's the best you can do in that regard.
Well, the other piece of synergy is that then your creatures have menace.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the creatures with menace, they tend to be not bad on their own.
Yeah, but they also tend to have a significantly lower power, and I think there's literally 1 or 2 1-drops that you can find that has menace, and that have or get it at some point.
I think the 1-drops are not where you want your menace to come from.
You definitely want to go like a more mid-range kind of heavy, like medium kind of deck in that case. Playing more 2, 3, and 4 drops.
Okay.
Likely. You might even go as far to play just maybe if you're fine with it, not just only playing menace, but just playing cards that are just difficult to block in general. But the problem is, the more invasive creatures you have, the worse your menace ironically gets. Because what are they gonna block? Are they gonna block your 2/2 unblockable? No, they might as well block 2 creatures on your menace guy. So at some point you're gonna have that problem if you have like, say you have a flyer and a menace, the opponent has 2 ground blockers. That menace is suddenly probably not a lot better than if it didn't have menace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That,
the fact
that's
that this
that's
seems to be
a
quite
lot of
fun here,
situations
it's just
where
like
menace
1
matters
point of
doesn't really
lethal
make sense.
off. I'm a bit surprised that he's not just gonna swing in with both and just force JP to go to 1.
Yeah.
I think that's probably I think a part of the reason is that he's actually on black red. In mono red, I think just attacking there would have been correct because you do have shocks and Vindicators and permanent against card 2 rules is the second reason. Because now, what can you have that allows you to win here? Sort of like
At this
like
point,
ankle
there's a
crack, maybe
couple of
based on that.
bolts and
Yeah.
like.
But I mean,
bolt.
the things that help you in a situation like this where you get a creature killed are the kind of cards that would probably have won you the game even if you
Anyways,
attacked. I think just getting your opponent down to 1 at the price of your 2/2. Correct. I guess no, actually no. The 2/2 does make it so he can't activate his Ren and 6, or his. Does it stop his
yeah.
lock? I can't remember. Yeah, it would have. No, if it is the
But-
mana, it does stop his Ren. I guess that was the reason why he wanted to keep it around. I'm not sure that's correct because you just like.
No, yeah.
I mean,
Jokes
what
in
Ren and 6
chat
isn't that important right
does
here.
point
Like,
out that
it's-
Harsh Mentor doesn't hit walkers.
right, it doesn't hit the walkers. Yeah, I'm not sure why you
So-
wouldn't just like attack.
It
Ooh, this is
it's
curious.
it must have been some kind of
JP's just gonna
preference.
attack in here and go, yeah, you know what? If you have a haste threat, that's it. I'm not gonna be able to stop 1 point of damage. I'm just gonna let you attack in. Hold.
Yeah,
do
you
one
for
behind,
sure you
give up.
take this.
Yeah, you take this. You did he ping with
You hope to God that you draw anything, just
Yeah.
tiniest
you go
bit
to what
of anything.
2 here, I believe. As he pings with Ren 6. Yep, absolutely. And you're just like, this is a lot of roll. That's it. Either you have it or you don't. I don't think that's gonna be it.
And what does he have?
He doesn't usually play combat tricks. He might be on a burn spell here. Black
He's
Witch doesn't
gotten
really play.
in. What?
That is gonna be-
what's his
That's
last
gonna be
card?
that's gonna not be it. He could have played wait the aristocrat is flying, so he couldn't actually survive there. I was incorrect.
And
Oh,
just
wow,
to
JP
finish
is
things
full on
off,
four-color
that was a
egg,
lot
right?
of
Yeah,
value in JPSS hand.
absolutely, yeah.
That's Brahms.
But no, like I think getting there that turn, he has to block your 1/2, because if he doesn't, he's just gonna die to the 1/2 next turn. And then you have like your house mention still in play, which is gonna make a lot of things awkward. And then you could just have like the chance of just drawing burn. You make it awkward attacking in this situation here, because then you can't attack. I guess he would have killed it with the removal spell then, and then you would have no creatures. But still, I think it's still better to just attack in there, get your opponent to 1.
Red Mage.
Yeah, what's up?
You have
Last
seen Cody's message.
Yes, I did. I already dropped him.
Yep.
So we had the thing that was mentioned is that we have a drop for this event. Cody is leaving us after losing his first couple rounds. We will. I paired the 3rd round already.
I believe we already had a buy. No, we didn't have a buy last round. I was thinking
We
of
did
just...
not have a
No,
buy.
we did not have a buy, so we're gonna have a buy for this round. The buy is Cheetah. I'm just gonna put it out there. Cheetah is the buy. You didn't want the buy, Cheetah.
It's a center. Joe, you got it right. That's definitely the bot on Blahguy hand. Do you have the Aggro memo that you have to take home from for today? That's the note, and
I'll
it's
bring
gonna be.
up when we have the Bailite versus Einstein, which is
Yeah, that's the current Frio. that seems to be it. Unless we want to do a camera-less match between EVOs and JPSS. I'm not sure if he doesn't have a camera or if he doesn't want to do. I'm not sure which one we're on. Oh, we do that match. We can definitely do that match, Red Mage. I'm down with it.
Bailite.
No. I just didn't realize that wasn't a top match. I think that you're right.
Okay.
Let's do Bailite versus.
We're seeing a lot of Bailite, but we are
Yeah,
always
that is
seeing
the
a lot of
general trend.
Bailite.
I
And
feel like
that's
Well,
just
you know,
fine.
we see a lot of Bailite partly because Bailite's matches also tend to go long. So,
Yes, that's the other reason.
Hey,
Yes.
so like we end
absolutely
up
no.
watching him in like the back tables a lot.
And
He's
because he
playing
wins.
Einstein.
Yeah, it's a combination of winning, playing a slower deck, which means that he's often one of the last matches, and honestly, he just has some he just plays well, and his matchups are just like.
Yeah, we've seen some Galaxy Brain stuff. Honestly, like
Yeah.
it's been.
Like
It's
there's
like
not a lot of
Galaxy
people
Brain
countering
incarnate.
it. We're not seeing a lot of like combo decks like Storm and such like that really just punishes a deck like his that just tries to fight the fair angle.
We had a couple
Best
of
way
those
possible.
last week, but
Indeed we did.
I'm not seeing any this week.
There's a Paradox Academy deck.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but that's like a literal one deck, isn't it? So we are actually seeing the Einstein on that Paradox Academy exactly,
Oh,
which is is that a turn 1 time spiral hand?
All right,
So,
I'm gonna ask our players to please don't start then because
that seems to be a bit late now. They have literally just started.
oh, unfortunate. Okay, let's
No,
go,
wait, no, they haven't.
Let's go to the thing.
Weird.
No, I see,
Oh,
I
they
see game action. So let's go to the thing.
So we're just gonna see a turn 1 Eldritch Mystic coming from Bailite. He has a pretty alright hand.
yeah.
A
But
Flying Curve, a bunch of
Mox,
lands.
City of Traders.
Oh yeah, you're going for Einstein's hand right now. It's going with Bailite as he was on the play. But yeah, from Einstein, who's on seemingly some sort of Paradox Academy, we have currently City of Traders, Mox Diamond, Mox Opal, Lotus Pill, just a lot of mana generation.
But
As
he
well as
can't
a
use the
time
Mox
spiral.
Diamond.
No, you
How
can't.
can you?
You're absolutely right. Right now, unless he wants to just throw away his City of Traders, which I highly doubt,
Yeah.
he's not going to be able to use it. He can, however, go like full on like City of Traders into. Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, exactly. He's going to do play the mix setting of the City of Traders, play the Mox Opal, play the Mox Lotus, cast the Punter, and he's just going to off the range. We find another Time Twist and Egg of Eons and Mystic
I
Forge.
don't think he actually
Nothing that
wants
he really wants
any
here.
more
No.
Time Twisters.
These are just cards that you can replace with Time Spiral, so they're not gonna do much here. I think you just want to try and find the land, and just honestly have the full-on 6 mana for Time Spiral next turn, or maybe just cast what do I know?
Sigh.
Sigh?
Master
Sigh's not
of
bad. Sigh's not bad. But I don't think you might play it next turn. Maybe like play Sigh, and if you draw land, play Mox Diamond Walking Ballista, kill a elf, and then try and see if you can stay set up. So if you go for the Sigh Ballista Mox Diamond play here, or
Yeah.
Mox Diamond first actually, because you don't have the mana to do it otherwise unless you want to crack the Lotus Spell.
You certainly don't want to.
I think it's
actually
pretty
play
decent because
the
then you're
land.
just setting yourself up with a hand that just has Time Spiral in hand, and you can crack the Lotus Spell next turn for 6 mana total with your land and your free mana rocks, and you can just use that. And the nice thing is, you're even gonna shuffle your opponent's Lingering Souls into that deck in case they're not gonna activate it next turn, which is definitely not the most important thing, but it's definitely nice, especially when you're generating artifact Fubters with your Zahai being the one who has the superior ground air force. Not gonna complain.
Mm.
The nice thing about playing this Mox Diamond here, besides getting the token from Zahai, because rather that land that would destroy a City of Traders,
Yeah.
Which is just really convenient here. And you just have exact mana to just kill off probably a mana dog here. He could try and be greedy, keep the ballista around. No, he's
But
gonna kill
he's
the mana
not
dog.
gonna.
Yeah, because he when he plays that time spiral, he's gonna be leagues ahead with like a full on 7-card hand, 5 mana in play, a Psy, 2. His City of Trade is gonna be untapped. Admittedly, he's not gonna be having a lot of lands he can untap with the time spiral, but I think that's perfectly fine.
Karaka.
Yeah, he is gonna get his Psy bounced, which is gonna give him an interesting choice here if he wants to, depending on what he draws, if he wants to go for the time spiral or the Psy again.
It really comes down to what he draws here.
The thing is, just I don't think you want to play the Psy, because the problem with playing the Psy is you're gonna get Karagas again and again.
Yeah.
And playing the Brainstorm here is not gonna do you any good. I think you just slam the time spiral and see what you draw. Yep, you're gonna see the crack of the Lotus Pill, and we're gonna see a time spiral here, folks, and spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Ooh, that is a powerful hand. Mishra's Workshop, Misty Rainfalls, giving us some nice lands, and then Soul Ring, Mindstone, Friend Dynamo, lots of mana. We can just slam all of that down right now. So that Mishra's
Infinite
Factory.
power.
And next turn we have Emery and Stroke of Genius. So Stroke of Genius is just gonna draw him all the cards. And I'm not sure unless Bailite finds a discard spell, which he secretly does. He has an Affiliate, a Midnight Reaver, Call of Call, and a
Cracks the Mind Stone. Doesn't even need the cards.
No.
Need the mana.
Yeah, I think that's actually correct. Oh, he even has a Mystic Forge now.
Yeah,
I'm not
off the Mind Stone.
Mystic Forge or the Stroke of Genius here. Probably the Mystic Forge, as you can always Stroke of Genius when you like in a bad situation.
Bailite checking his deck list for what he can find of Court of Calling.
Yeah, Court of Calling is probably what he's gonna be using here, as unless he does that, he's gonna be far behind.
Has
The thing
already
is, if
played
you
the
want to Court
lands.
of Calling to like say get a Knight of Autumn to pop like the Friend Dynamo or something, that's gonna be awkward as well, kinda, because he's gonna get a 5-drop here. No extra sequel free. Did he attack with insult? Yeah, he's just gonna pop like the Friend Dynamo. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of that mana, but
the problem is this Mystic Forge is gonna come down and it's gonna do some wonders for Einstein. And that Emery is just gonna go, oh no, I lost my Friend Dynamo. Next turn, my good friend, next turn. Emery is also a great way to remove a land or a creature or something from the Mystic Forge, as it does mill you for 4. So this is just Einstein getting to do exactly what he wants to do. Like, Bailite isn't putting on any amount of real pressure here. What, he has 4 power in play against a guy on 20.
Oh, just mill
we
the
find Expedition map and Candelabra as well.
Expedition map.
So yeah, if he gets Expedition map, he could get Kanami next turn. When he gets that back with the Emery possibly, depending on if that gets killed with a fail push. I imagine it does. That's just a free Lotus spell. That's what it is. How many? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crack the Lotus Pedal. I don't think you want to Stroke of Genius for.
And you're not. Yeah.
That really doesn't feel worth it, does it? I think you're under so little pressure that just passing here. It doesn't. That's fine. Just fine.
Einstein is in a good position, but
yeah, he is.
There's a lot of things that
this is what I'm saying.
Bailite
has a hard time
can
finding this
get
stuff.
off here. The Palace Jailer. Einstein's not gonna take back that Monarch.
Absolutely
if
not.
You take away the Emery.
Yeah. That's likely better than playing the Fatal Push. And just in case he did, we do have Ephemerate. More likely, if the Ephemerate is going to target the... More likely, we're probably going to Ephemerate our Knight, pop the Mystic Forge, and have it available next turn as well. Maybe even wait till Einstein's turn to Ephemerate if you want to be completely greedy. I think that's wrong. I think you just want to ephemerate now, after attacking, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just take care of what, as far as you know, is your opponent's only real source of using all this mana on.
Bailite sees it.
Yeah, so you remove your opponent's 2 engines, and you're like, okay, could be a lot
And
worse,
draw
could
a
be a lot
card.
worse. I have a Naturalize basically coming up next turn. I can take out his Soul Ring or one of his mana sources. Whatever
But
can
this
my
is
opponent do
still
now?
good amount mana still. Like
Yeah, this
he
is
still
what,
has the
1,
soul
2,
ring.
3,
So
4,
that's
5, 6, 7, 8. If he cracks the Nodal Spell, he can just draw 5 here at the price of a Nodal Spell, and a bunch of artifacts he draws, he can just cast off the Mistress Workshop.
yeah.
So this
And
is a great. Yeah, we do find just a defense grid. That's not very interesting, but capsize.
Defense grid.
I'm not sure how great capsize is right here, to be completely honest. Unless it's gonna create some dupe I can't think of. Likely we're gonna see a Verve invented for something, or just an asset to take next turn.
Generally
I do
speaking,
imagine
capsize
it's
in this
going
deck is only good if you have infinite mana, which they don't quite have yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you have capsize to say bounce a candelabra continuously.
Oh,
It
I
can be a
mean,
way of actually making infinite mana as well sometimes.
yeah, and then once you have infinite mana, you just bounce all of their permanents.
Yeah, you
Capsize
just
hits
bounce everything,
lands.
and it just-
But
Absolutely. I think the only real reason, in my opinion at least, you want to play the capsize is that it does also have the ability in some situations to make you go infinite, not just being a payoff. Because if you want to pay off, there's just way better options than capsize, honestly.
It's also interaction, right? It does a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
Like sometimes you just end of turn capsize their hate piece.
Yeah, like the turn before you combo off, bounce the Thalia, bounce their something, and you just go, you know what? I'm just gonna play my whole hand and more next turn. Losing a capsize is definitely worth it. Win.
Yeah, like you bounce their Thalia and then win. Like
Do we just? I think Bailite does have. Yeah, Bailite definitely has a lethal next turn on board. So we're gonna have to find something from Einstein.
yeah, if Bailite wasn't in such a prominent board state position,
Yeah, I forgot
I
that
would
Ephemerate
maybe
really.
try to go for something like can he Narset and Windfall? Yeah, he
I
can.
forgot how the Ephemerate did stuff. That definitely changed everything. That Ephemerate. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about it.
We got rid of 2 very important pieces
Absolutely.
of
Well,
artifacts.
particularly the Mystic Forge that came down. I think if Einstein had the Mystic Forge last turn, this game would have been completely different. And I think he might have just won this turn, possibly, if not last turn. Now he's gonna actually have to really just think through if he's gonna tutor something with where. No, he's just gonna play the Narset, probably hoping to find likely none of those. Mindsaver's too expensive to play and activate with the mana he's used already. Memory Jar, probably the card he's gonna take because I don't think he gets anywhere between.
That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, he can cast the Memory Jar, but I'm not sure where he's gonna go with it.
The problem is that he's too pinched on mana. Like this
He
is a
is
deck
too
that
bad.
doesn't assume you're gonna have just like an above average amount of mana. You have to have a lot of mana.
Absolutely.
Like
And
having what is this? Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 mana on turn 7. That's just not enough.
yeah, Bailite has
that
gotten
is
rid of a Soul Ring, of a Thran Dynamo. Einstein got rid of his own Mind Stone. Like
His Mystic
that's
Forge
just,
isn't allowing him to dig as far as he did before for so little mana.
and he's going to have to capsize just to stay
And he
alive.
can't get anything back with Emery, though that one's perhaps not too surprising. Yeah,
he forgot about
capsize
his own
was
defense grid.
Oh, he waited until his opponent's turn. Oh,
He's
no.
just dead.
Yeah, it turns out that the revenge grid is in fact symmetrical, sadly.
Symmetrical effects
Yeah.
are fair and balanced.
I do believe that Bailite didn't have lethal, and he's not the exact kind of deck that's just gonna have like surprise lethal out of nowhere. Like the best he can do is probably get a Siege Rhino. From Bailite, what do we have here? We have yet another turn 1 Eldritch Mystic, a turn 2 probably Discord Scavenger on, or Mind Trident. Likely Scavenger, because that's just more pressure.
I think
Streak
you
mode
have
is
to.
kind of mediocre. I could honestly see Bailite Mulligan in here. Like, sure, he's all an ass.
But I don't think it's gonna matter. Is it? Einstein is gonna go turn 1.
You think he turned one time
Time
here?
Twister.
Yeah, because I if he keeps his hand, I'm not seeing why you wouldn't do that.
And so
The problem with this hand is that
Bailite is gonna
slow if you're not.
Involuntarily.
You can't. You could go turn 2 Sahili and then Time Twister, but
yeah,
it just feels too slow.
The opportunity to just completely.
Oh wow! Look at Bailite's Mulligan hand. Wow, this is really a hand that does something here. You have the 2 mana that you need. You can play Fiend out of Sin that can throw your mana dogs away for like disruption. Yep. You have Eradicate. That's
none of this is
and it's
ever
just
gonna
not gonna matter. Oh, he's gonna draw another Mox hand though, at least. So he does have a Mox hand. Yeah, it is. However, it is a hand with 2 lands and a Mox, but a bunch of 4+ creatures. So he's gonna rely on that Stoneforge.
It's not ideal, but this is still a Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, absolutely. This is turn 2. What is he gonna get? What is he on? He's on Sword of Fire and Ice. We saw that prior. And what else is he on?
That's a Skull Clamp, the other equipment, and he's taking the
sword. Skull Clamp, yeah. It makes sense.
You want pressure. The sword, you're not grinding. You're just putting as much pressure on them as possible.
Yeah, Skull Clamp is not interesting here. I mean, Sword of Fire and Ice does a great job grinding as well.
That's a sequence of monoliths.
Oh, and we're gonna see the crack into. Oh God, look at this. He's gonna get Academy. He's gonna Paradoxical Outcome. Then he's gonna probably cast Trinket Mage. Oh, maybe. Oh, if he does he have the mana? No, he's 1 mana off actually.
What's he's gonna get with this Trinket Mage?
I think he's just gonna get the Candelabra here. I imagine he's gonna get the Candelabra, because next turn he's just gonna go off, man. That is gonna be a scary next turn. We're gonna see here. With Paradoxical Outcome, bouncing his artifacts, replaying them.
And
I think it's looking great for
Bailite has the sword, but the Trinket Mage has done its job. It doesn't matter that it's there anymore.
And like, look at that Siege Rhino. I mean, sure, it does damage immediately, but it's 3 damage, and it's first next turn, which also means you're not equipping the sword. Because in Beach.
So what is Bailite holding up this swords to plowshares for?
Nothing. He's just gonna end of turn Stoneforge Mystic, and then I guess he's gonna source if he sees something of interest, like an Emerald.
Yeah, okay.
That's really it.
He has the ability to do so he might as well do so.
Yeah, like you're not attacking with your Stoneforge here either way, and there's not really any reason not to.
So here
you play land. No, he's gonna attack first. I just thought thinking he was gonna pass there. Bit confused about that one.
So he's gonna double to Larian Academy.
So Academy gains you 5 mana currently. Yeah. You're gonna untap it. Are you gonna Paradoxical Academy with Outcome before you? Yeah. He's even gonna bounce this Trinket Mage. That might see an exile in response though, if he does do that.
He's gonna tap it first.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see the swords on the Trinket Mage. Might as well stop your opponent from drawing a card, because that 2/2 is not important at all. Luckily for Einstein, Paradoxical Outcome is
cards drawn and no lands.
That's a capsize. Do you remember what we talked about capsize being pretty good with Candelabra and a certain card? We are not quite. No, we're not quite infinite. You want to be generating. You want to have, I believe, 9 artifacts to play. 1 to play the Candelabra, 1 to activate it to untap the depending on what lands of course you have in play, and then 6 to cast a buyback, and then 1 to go in.
Then you need to gain
Sadly,
1 mana
he's not quite at infinite state. However, Turnabout's going to generate mana here, and Golos is going to just help as well, because you can get the what's it called, the Temple of... What's it called? I can't remember. We'll find out when he gets it. Probably the Temple, or what's the blue one called? That's the one he's gonna get. Yeah. And we're just gonna see him just... Yeah, this is likely... So he's generating what? The price of 2 mana to untap, he's generating 6 mana per piece. No, 11 mana, I'm counting. I think we might have an infinite mana here, and I think we might have a win from Einstein if my math's correct here.
Yeah. Seems like that's 12 mana.
Yeah, and even just Turnabout is going to set him up in a position where he can just like ponder into like a couple more artifacts. I'm pretty sure if he notices, Einstein seems like he knows this deck reasonably well. He's probably noticed that he has an infinite capsize here. Yep, there it is. That is going to be gain 2 from Einstein. He's just going to generate infinite mana, draw his deck, win the game somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. He has all the time in the world to actually win the game, because Bailite is not going to have any permanents.
Good old, I've got a loop there. But not quite in time before the seed.
A stunning lack of paradox from this Paradox Academy deck.
Yeah, honestly,
so far in these matches.
I think it might be more appropriate to call it an Academy Paradox deck, to be completely honest.
We saw some amount of paradox. That was a paradoxical outcome. It's fine.
True. That is true. It's Paradox Academy. That is. That's a new thing.
The honorary paradox.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's the one that you see in Vintage, for example, right? In Vintage, paradoxical outcome is the.
This is an interesting hand. I think he's just gonna like throw a signet on the bottom, and then keep this. Going turn 1 pass, and turn 2, monolith, signet, Emery, something like that.
Yeah, that.
And Bailite is gonna keep a Knight Fauna Shaman hand. That seems fine. A bit slow under pressure. But like, absolutely, like that's gonna get you there. Just play the Knight. Does he have anything that can like recur the Knight's ability that he can get with a Fauna Shaman? Like say Flicker Wisp or something like that? I believe he's not much in the way of, like those kind of... I think he plays the Charming Prince. I believe I saw it from him yesterday. So that is a card he can just like tutor, Blink the Knight of Autumn.
He has...
Question is, we see a Lotus Petal here. Can we go off turn? Yeah, we can. He put the Basalt Monolith on the bottom. Yeah, he can just crack the Petal here, plays everything except, I think, Emery.
I think...
Unless he has to play his land for turn, because then he can... No, he has to play land for turn. Yeah, he's just going to probably play everything, but... No, he's going to choose to play the Emery
If
over
Bailite...
That's pretty smart.
Survives to turn 4, I think what he wants to do is go for a Campbell.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see anything that can recur I don't see anything in his list that can... Like, it has ephemerate, but I don't see any creature that can recur the... What's his name?
He's not on Charming Prince. Is he not on Charming Prince?
I don't see a Charming Prince in his list. But he does get to eventually just get a Campbell, and Campbell is very close to lights out unless it gets answered.
Absolutely, that is a hard card for them to fight back against. Honestly, it might be so hard that I consider just ignoring the Knight of Autumn. I think his curve is still better. It's going turn 2, Fauna Shaman, turn 3 Knight, turn 4 get the Campbell and just go have fun, find a bounce spell. I'm gonna kill you in the meantime. I'm not sure you actually care to tap out for this Noble Hierarch. That's probably when you're gonna pitch at some point.
Yeah. It ensures that you have fodder for the Fauna Shaman. And he even has all the lands in hand to carry it out.
He finds the Mystic Forge, but it's not gonna be that great actually. Although he can get it back with the Emery next turn. So we're probably just gonna see him play the Mystic Forge here. And he does not have the mana to play anything beside it. And it's going to be kind of awkward here, actually. I think this game is likely going to be Bailites due to that Fauna Shaman being able to get the Campbell next turn again. unless Einstein has some sort of answer here.
So get in with Emery, then play the Knight.
Yeah, take
on
out the Mystic Forge.
Forge. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah, the Mystic Forge needs to go.
Monolith is too expensive. It's too difficult to activate. Yeah, like, look, you can play the Remaso here, but like,
Or basically just so.
Yeah.
He's only casting.
yeah, I guess
You don't
if you
trip
look at
very
that,
often with this card. You mostly
you
just
reap-
so.
You reap the fruits of your quote-unquote labor.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna try and set himself up. You might even, I mean, I could even see the argument here, due to the fact that Bailite is on like no cards, just getting a removal creature here, and just like, straight up just killing that Emery, and just saying
That's
you have one turn to
the
top
other
deck something.
possibility.
The one problem with that line of play is that then you don't have a guaranteed creature next turn unless you draw something off your next draw, or like maybe you skull climb your way into something, and that feels, I'll admit that feels kind of risky. So you have a choice here: are you going for safe Cabal, or are you gonna kill that Emery?
Does he have even anything that kills the Emery? I guess he can find the Shriekmaw.
Yeah, he can find Streak more. He can find.
Because he only has 3 mana to cast it this turn, because it does cost a green too.
Badly. Palace Jailer would be insane here to get.
Yeah, but he doesn't get to has Palace Jailer. He only has 3 mana to cast
exactly.
Try
to think. He doesn't play any like Fiend Hunter like effects.
I mean, Shriekmaw does it, but also you can just get the
Oh, went for Rebel. Yeah, technically that does it too.
Oh, vengeful.
Yeah, we actually saw it last game. We just never got cast. So this is Einstein's chance.
This is a magic card, apparently.
That's not in the list he's submitted.
No, it is. Oh, it isn't. Oh.
What?
What?
The list Bailite has submitted.
No,
you're right. It's not.
It's not in
That's
here.
a minor mistake. I think he just forgot to update his list. Like, he probably made a recent change and forgot it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
it's probably not a big deal. I will let him know, but
yeah.
Yeah. And now we're just gonna see a Skull Clamp. We're just gonna probably try and find some creature we can turn into a Cannonball or something like that line. Yeah, those that Gerard Verdict and him to Torque not gonna do much this game, and it's probably completely irrelevant as well. I think I wouldn't even play the Kitchen Things here, which is probably, if there's any way to crack the Kitchen Things into a creature that gets you another creature, I'd do that, but I can't think of any way to do that. It's not what I expected.
But it doesn't. It's not critical. This.
No, I am not realistically sure of Einstein drawing something incredibly good. I am not seeing him coming back in this game. He really has this one turn to realistically, not necessarily win, but at least put himself in a situation where he can win next turn again. That's likely what he's going to have to do, because once again, Campbell just winning the game is... It's hard for a deck that just has maybe 2 or 3 answers in the form of bounce spells to deal with.
Red Mage?
Yeah.
This is the last round, yes?
What is?
Is this the last round of the tournament?
No, there's gonna be a round 4.
This is a 4-round tournament.
Yeah, we had 16 people.
We have enough people?
Yeah, we had 16.
Right.
We had 16.
Also, it's my fault. The deck list that Bailite submitted it's not the deck list is always submitted, so I didn't check. I just assumed.
Red Mage.
Oh, how lazy.
You can just copy all the deck lists in one fell swoop. You don't have to copy them in one at a time.
Yeah. So what he's gonna? Oh, he's gonna get the feet out of in here, set himself up to just straight up just possibly even just sack the Fauna Shaman, because that's definitely the more.
Please talk to me about this sorcery that you're talking about later, because I mean.
Actually, even better. He's just set himself up for lethal here. That's just even better.
Anyways, why I asked if this was the last round is because I have to go soon.
That's fine. If you have to
That's
leave,
fine.
either I and Gosmith can mend the booth, or we get whoever has the buy-in.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
we see
so
Frantic Surge. That's not gonna save you because that's gonna throw everything to graveyard. Manimal, that's not helping. Mana's not the problem. Can you even cast the Whir here? You have 1, 2. Yeah, you definitely have the blue mana. But what can Whir get you that saves you? You can maybe get like. See him bridge, like a snaring bridge.
for the record, Charming Prince is in fact in the list, and so is a Vengeful Rebel. I had the wrong list. I fixed the list.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. I have to go.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Anybody wants to jump in the booth? We have the TheSoundOfWhiteNoise dropping.
I'm so lonely. Oh, so lonely. Do. This is definitely a real song. What is he getting it with the verb invention? That's a really interesting question.
I don't know. I will be honest. I'm not. I don't know Academy very well. Maybe he has some way.
I don't have the list, so I can't really check. Currently.
Maybe you get Memory Jar and Hope.
Yeah, Memory Jar might be an option.
Oh, I guess the Campbell did not hit the battlefield yet. So I was assuming that there was a Campbell somewhere.
Do you have the mana? You probably don't have the mana to. It's probably a bad idea. But you could possibly get the what's the call it? Yeah, he's gonna get the Memory Jar. That makes sense. Just try and find some a combination of cards. Soul Ring's not bad. Paradoxical Outcome, is that gonna be enough? He's gonna go down to one floating Soul Ring. That's 4 mana. He's gonna have an island. He can definitely try and do something with that. Paradoxical Outcome.
Oh no, he has 2 mana floating.
Sure.
I'm missing that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his Soul Ring generates 1 mana.
Yeah. So he can Paradoxical Outcome.
Yeah, but then he's gonna have to draw into something.
Oh, can he Paradoxical Outcome with a floating mana in some way, shape, or form?
If he wasn't facing lethal here, as Aetherflux Reservoir is definitely one way, and he wouldn't keep it until next turn. But Aetherflux Reservoir is actually a way to beat Campbell, which is a neat point.
Yeah.
That one can just out-generate life in comparison to Campbell's life loss ability.
I mean,
However,
Campbell is also not on the battlefield yet, you know. So
yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be next turn, but
I think that's the worry of tomorrow, Einstein. Right now, gonna have to try and see if we can.
Oh well, Minamo does some stuff.
Oh, we're close. No, if we had 1 more blue mana and some artifacts in play, yes, it would have. However,
I mean, you can play it and then probably untap it at some point down the line. Right now, you go something like Minamo, Soul Ring, Green Monolith, Signet.
And then what?
Then you die to the attack to the Goblins attack.
Exactly.
Preordain and Hope.
I'm not seeing a line here. I'm not seeing it.
There might not be. Like I don't know. Again, I don't know Academy. Can somebody hold Para or Carson, please?
I think from what
you might be able to get into the mana and then pre-drain into something, maybe.
I think from what I've learnt from losing to Carson, they're 1 mana short of doing anything here.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Yeah, the Misty Rainforest is going to be like the seal there. There was the chance that he could perhaps like have drawn into like a crop rotation if he had 1 more mana, and then untap his Academy, but that wasn't that he didn't have that sadly. There were definitely some
You'd
outs
been
there he
still
could draw.
1 mana short from the corrupt line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he had 1 more mana and he had the crop rotation, of course.
I mean, with one
Shoutouts
more
to
mana, you could
Campbell
use
Console
Minamo to
Evaluation, who
untap.
managed to never show up and still was the hard we talked about the most throughout this match.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair.
One more mana there, you can use Minamo
Getting
to
between
untap
houses was
Academy,
just better,
Academy
probably,
to
because you
cast
get put on lethal.
stuff. Jobs are good.
And
I mean, you once
guaranteed getting
talked
it
about
immediately.
Dream Halls in the Turbo Fog matchup for like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah,
so, like,
because
doesn't surprise me.
Dreamholz is sweet. Have you considered that?
Are you trying to tell me Cabal isn't sweet?
I mean, he
I mean,
looks
you're
kind
right,
of like
but
a
pretty
grubby bad cop type deal.
Yeah.
Speaking
It's
of
not-
cards
it's
that are
not- it's not
sweet,
exactly an exact
Thief of Sanity went away.
He doesn't
Oh, Bailite
agree.
doesn't have Kambal in this deck anymore. That's why he didn't get Kambal. It wasn't in this deck.
Wow. Wow.
See. This is where I
The
trust the people who have
professional
to take this
coverage.
to not lie to me.
I
But they can't even do that.
I
But
made a
these have
mistake. We were
correct-
looking at an old version of the list.
You made
Bailite
a
has
mistake
submitted
on
a
the
list that
internet?
lived-
How
I
dare
trusted you, and you failed me.
Bailite had submitted a list that lived at the same address, at the same internet address for the past, like,
be fair, it
season
should
and a
update
half.
them.
And then
Isn't it? Oh,
this
wait, no,
week he
tap out is
changed it,
updated.
and I just didn't think not to just copy-paste it from the previous week, so it's always the same one.
Well, that's your laziness, isn't it?
Yes, that is my laziness.
So what are we gonna see
I mean,
here
to be
from Blahguy?
fair,
He does
to be
seem
fair,
a bit
you're allowed
behind
to
on
be
board
lazy.
here.
Am I? I
Rankle?
don't think I am.
Yeah,
Wrangle's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, Wrangle's
it's not like
gonna do
anyone's
better
going to be
than
mad
Counterspell.
about it.
Freebooter's gonna kill this Lily. Oh no, wait.
That's
I didn't
probably
notice
gonna
this
trade.
spread.
I
What's
wouldn't.
under the freebooter here.
Collective
It
brutality.
looks like an enchantment.
Collective
Let me-
brutality.
Collective brutality.
It's
Yeah,
not
I'm
an
not sure I want
Uh,
to trade here. Then I'm probably just fine, just
The famous enchantment collective brutality.
using whatever card I have in hand.
All I can see from it is an
well,
E,
what?
so I thought it said like enchant target creature.
Yeah.
Whereas that's actually the E from the beginning of Escalate.
Hmm.
Ah, yes.
Ooh,
The most beloved mechanic
Doomstalker,
ever, Escalate,
baby.
aka Kicker. I mean, what?
I mean, to
It's
be
worse
fair,
than
like,
stalking
a
them
lot of
trees.
mechanics are kicker.
It's
Yeah,
worse than
It's
multi-kicker,
Kicker
though,
with additional
because
steps.
it's worse than multi-kicker because you can't choose the same mode over and over. So, like,
It's called
Yeah.
multi-kicker.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like Kicker, but like you get different modes specifically
Like,
only.
Strive,
Yeah, you have to
Strive
get
is
different.
multi-kicker.
It's the Kicker of charms, is what it is, really. Like, let's be honest, that's exactly what it is.
I don't know how to come back from that. You've broken my
it's
head
called?
for it.
Overload is kicker. Like, it's all of these mechanics are kicker.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Mm.
Kicker is just like the catch-all term at this point for
Yeah,
there
a
is, like,
alternative
I mean-
call.
I think at some
In a
point
way,
It's like all cards are either kicker, have either kicker or cycling or
Like,
something.
I think that there are 3 types of mechanics, which are kicker, cycling, and split cards. And that's all
Oh, yeah,
cards
split
are
cards.
one of these
Oh, yeah.
3.
But
all
you get-
mechanics
well,
are
get
exactly one of
into,
these.
That
I
would
mean,
be a really
combinations,
boring
Those
game
are
of
a
Magic.
lot of effects we end up seeing. You're right about that one, at least.
Like,
like,
because
where would you
Bone
put
Crusher,
Evolve?
like, Adventure, that's a split card.
Yeah, but where's
Okay, we
Evolve?
need to
Where would you put
make-
Evolve, for example?
We
or
need to
Depth?
make a game mode where you can only play
Kicker,
cards
but
with
the kicker is
cycling
playing creatures.
or cards
Oh god,
with like multi.
Kicker's not activated ability, you dum-dum.
Yeah.
I think my
It's
Yeah,
not an
Excellent
activated
against the
ability,
cost.
excuse me, it's a triggered
Actually, it's a
ability.
cost. No, it's not. It's,
Kicker
it's a
really-
cost.
Is Kicker triggered
It's an
ability?
additional cost
No,
that
it's
can
not.
cause
It's additional
triggered
cost.
abilities to happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a additional cost.
Multi-kicker is, in fact, a cost. An additional cost you can pay
Yeah,
while
but this is
casting
probably
spells.
not-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
close enough. Don't worry
That's
about
what
it.
it's looking like.
It's
I'm not seeing
potato,
a
potato,
situation
it's similar,
where,
don't
Blahguy
worry
is
about
gonna
it.
win this game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's just gonna lose to like the flying army here, and just a bit of destruction probably gonna come down from Arakasi here or more.
Rankle on the
Just more
left,
friends.
Rankle
Is
on
that
the
exact- That's
right.
lethal actually. It doesn't matter.
Rankle everywhere.
He's dead to Rankle,
Right.
master of the Prangle.
Oh, wait.
No,
What is this
he's
tappage?
got no cards in hand. That's just a Didier Brass tap because why not?
Power
he
move.
did on board anyways. No, he was one off if it wasn't for Rankle. Actually, no, he could just activate it
Both
both
players
the,
playing Rankle is definitely
yeah, he was dead
proving
on
how
board
the card.
either way, because he could just activate both lands. That'd been good enough.
Is this the last game of the round?
Don't we have
No,
another
this
one?
is the
Because
third match.
yeah, we
Assuming
have a
this
fourth
game
one.
between Blahguy and Arakasi. We are playing best of 4, not best of 4. We're playing 4 rounds. So
That's the
this
4.
is the
Wait a
third
second.
round.
I could have
Will
still
be
won those games. At least time.
I think we will be seeing Bailite versus either Evios. I'm not sure who won actually. Between between those two.
They've finished, but they haven't announced.
Between Evios and JPSS, who won?
EVOS is
I don't
tied
know.
now.
Yeah, we'll find out. Evios won.
Oh.
We'll see Evios. Yeah, he does a camera against Bailite like in the last round. It seems like.
It was 2-0
Still
to 1.
1-1.
Was it 2-0 to 1?
2-1. Evios 2-1 against JPSS.
Got it.
JP just getting browned over and over.
I know,
I'm kidding. I know he won the last game. Let me
Then
antagonize my fellow competitor.
JPSS is 2-1, my friend.
Let me antagonize my
Nick,
fellow
are you?
competitor.
No.
Yeah, it's looking like Bailite and Evios will be our final game of the stream. And we do, in fact, have pairings.
Yep.
And
If let me just, what is yeah, white noise. I see that you're around. If you want to join the booth for commentary, I know that since you dropped. And
I'm fighting Cheetah.
yeah. If you do
sure,
not,
if you want me.
excuse me.
Sure, if you want me there.
Yeah,
yeah,
please.
absolutely.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean, I can talk enough for 2 people, but still, doesn't hurt to have someone to speak over. I mean, I definitely didn't do that to Lucas at any point. No, I won't do that to you ever.
Oh no, I don't
I'm
have.
not that type of
EVs.
person. So let's see here if we can find the game.
Yeah, the very
Difficult
bad day
task.
today, so.
I think they have started this yet.
Oh, Brahms and Dudarudi. That's medium red against Goblins. That's an interesting match. Maybe.
And what else do we have? We have Wolfgang and JPSS. That's a mono red and a 4-color. I think it's called 4-color blood commonly, isn't it? Like a 4-color, like very aggressive.
I think JP
white
is more on
background.
4-color lands than blood.
Is it lands? Because he's playing like.
He
Falcon
said
Lands,
he was blood.
Oh,
yeah.
it's blood. Okay.
That was what he mentioned.
Yeah. And then we have
Okay.
Arakasi, Einstein, also 2-1s on respectively. We've seen Arakasi just before on blue-black tempo. And we've seen Einstein sadly losing to Bailite in a pretty close match. He was on the Paradox Academy. Then I believe we have Necro with Cheetah. I'm not sure what we saw Necro earlier. She's on some sort of I'm not sure if it's big white or medium white. It looked more like a medium white in that case.
It's like Angels and Taxes. That's
Yeah, so
probably
like
the
just
best
a
way to
higher
describe it.
curve D&T.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It,
makes sense.
it's not exactly D&T, but it
I'm not
has
sure what
D&T elements.
Cheetah's on specifically. I'm not sure what Walker.
Cheetah is
Secret
on Doomsday Oracle.
Dooms.
Mm.
Oh, is it the 4-color version with
It's just
Oh
as
God,
fair.
with
It's not for
Oko.
colors.
Okay, it's not the greedy version. I heard some people brewing up the plate splash green just for Oko because Oko.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not greedy or anything, now is it? So we do actually have a pretty hard combo deck in Cheetah. And Einstein as well. Which is actually kind of surprising because on one hand we do have we have our Wolfgangs and our Brahms and such really just punishing the especially if you're like a slower combo deck. But like I'd say like against people like Bailite who consistently do well, such, you'd expect it to be a tap bit more combo doing well sometimes.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a second for reviews to set to set hand cams up. Hopefully we get that going.
Technical
soon.
issues.
But yeah. So Evios, by the way, is on Blue Moon. So we're gonna see Abzan
Will
versus
be our,
Blue Moon, which is gonna be an
goal
interesting
versus-
match.
This is gonna be a fairly grindy matchup. We're gonna
Oh yeah,
see.
it's gonna be a slogfest, but you know, it's
how
Arakasi. Like what would you expect?
Just how Bailite likes them.
Yeah. It's
Arakasi?
sorry, yeah, it's Bailite. That's what I meant.
I'm not so experienced with seeing Evios playing. I'm not sure what kind of decks he's on usually. I could imagine he's a Blue Moon player fairly consistently. I think I've seen a couple of Blue Moon players, including probably him before. So I think that might be him. That would make a lot of sense. So, I mean, Blue Moon, it's been a while. Actually been a whole while since I've seen Blue Moon played. I know Zeke's play here and there still.
Yeah, we have actually two Blue Moon players today.
Oh, we have two?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the second one in a second.
But only one.
I think it was zkillz actually was the sound player.
Makes sense.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So yeah, what we're gonna see here is that Bailite has the advantage of not all his cards necessarily, but a lot of his cards are just relevant in this matchup. So for Evios, it's gonna be a choice of like what cards do I answer. There's not a lot of like, especially with the way Bailite has built his deck. He has a lot of cards that just always generate value on one instead of another. Like, he has discard spells in the form of like Tidehole Scholar, shoot, I can't remember the name, the double black one, Hymn to Torek, etc. And the Garros Verdict that we also see him use masterly to gain 6 life against an Aggro deck. He's got a bunch of like threats that are difficult to deal with if they resolve, like Prun. I believe he's also not a Reliquary, which is also just hard for a blue-red deck to deal with if it gets big and resolves. In general, it's definitely a lot of like difficult threats. I mentioned library before. That's one great way of just abusing the fact that you're against a control deck to just generate odd additional advantages and just filtering card quality alongside fetches. So I think if I'm gonna have to make a choice, I think I'm leaning towards Bailite here. That said, I don't think it's a easy matchup for him either, because Evios can answer a lot of his cards like Skull Clamp, can easily be countered if we don't see an early one. And Evios is definitely not low on pressure as well. We do see a lot of these days, like basically most any blue deck that isn't like say Paradox Academy, we're gonna see on like having Clique, we're gonna see them having basically any of the 3-mana 3/1 flash flyers that we see commonly around. They have Snapcasters usually, which can still deal a fair bit amount of damage. People get surprised when they just take 10 points of damage from 5 turns of attacking from a Snapcaster mage.
Yes, like, I mean, Snapcaster is your weak on 100%.
Yeah. People keep getting surprised by like, oh wait, I died to that one threat from a control deck? Why? Because like, just there's a lot of surprisingly good just threats that you can just like, for example, Clique.
Yeah, you die to Clique a lot against Blue Moon.
Yeah, if you don't if it gets an Aggro deck, you just slam it, remove the burn spell, or remove a spell from hand now that they tapped out to play a creature, and block. And if you're against a control deck, you have a 3/1 finisher that makes the hand awkward. If you're against a comfort deck, that's probably where it's even better.
That's a good hand for Evios there. That's a
We're
good
gonna
hand
see...
there.
Oh, actually, we can't see most of the hand from Evius currently.
Bailite.
That's better.
That hand looks kind of slow for Bailite, but
Yeah, it's definitely a slow hand. I think he might be using... I'm not sure if he uses the fact that he knows what he's up against.
oh, Evius just drew into it. There's
Oh,
the
that
Blood
is a
Moon.
Blood Moon off the top.
There's the Blood
that
Moon.
is
Oh,
incredibly
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Turn 3 Blood Moon against this hand from Bailite. That might honestly be straight up.
Yeah, and the
game.
Scalding Pound to fetch the red. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and you even have like
Now, if you
like
just
a Crackling Drake to just like start putting on the pressure if you draw blue souls or red souls.
yeah, if you're just fetching for the
He's even gonna like
basic land.
ice it. That is
Oh.
mean.
Wow. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
Bailite can fight through
land.
this.
Oh no, it's an island. He can't really.
Oh. Bailite just playing into it. Now. Those fetches are gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh god, that's an assist.
Oh no. Oh. We were expecting a grindy match, but no.
In the arms.
This is over.
of an angel.
Oh.
You wanted the mono blue wing con, here's the mono blue wing con.
Yeah, this match is done.
Press F to pay respects. Cause I think we can should we just move on to next game at this point?
This
I
match is
think
over.
we just might as well.
Wow.
Like I think we're literally like one red source away. If Evis draws a red source and gets to slam that Crackling Drake.
I cannot imagine
I
Evius not.
forgot
Oh my god! Just do it! Oh, Bailite.
He just has everything. Oh,
There's the cryptic.
cryptic. Oh
Yeah,
my
and the
god.
third blue in hand.
Yeah, and he's got the suspended
Ancestral Visions, yeah.
yeah. And that's coming
Oh,
up what next turn, right?
yeah,
Oh, the basics one,
With
but
the
he can't
ancestral.
cast anything.
yeah.
Oh, the
No.
worst basic he could have drawn.
Yeah, and that
The Wise
wasteland
of these
just
gave
sitting
him
there.
swords. Oh, oh god.
Oh god. Oh, and Electrolyze. Oh god.
I mean, this is Eva's game. He just gets to play islands and islands and islands and just cast all those spells. And if at some
And
point Bailite finds
Bailite
like
is casting nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bailite even manages to cast anything. This is also a handful of counter spells, and nothing's happening anymore.
I would say I do still need the hand cam from one of the players, so I'm currently going off stream.
Oh, I thought I invited you.
No, I don't have the one from Bailite currently.
Oh, but until
Oh,
the
I can
Bailite
just-
cool.
I can literally just
I'm just
call
watching
again
the stream
and
right
get it
now,
done.
so
Do you want to be in the hand cam? I don't have an email for you, so I didn't invite you to the Hangouts thing, but
I'm
that
trying to
can
remember
be.
which of these two is one from Bailite. Shoot.
I'm just watching the stream, so
Do you
Honestly,
want to
you
be
do
to
it.
watch the hand cams?
You're in that one.
nah, this is fine like this.
Alright.
I mean, there's hardly any delay on the stream, so
Alright.
Yeah, like it's minimal. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we
I also forgot to do the thing.
And the thing is, even if he does find either, let's just say he finds like forest into an answer to blue Blood Moon or something.
that
He's just so
question
far
piece is
behind.
going to be sitting there forever.
Yeah, and Evius is just going to be able to go counter a spell.
Yeah, and there's a
Doesn't
magmatic sync
Doesn't matter.
just in case.
Like, I mean, considering how
Yeah,
slow
like,
Bailite's games usually are,
I don't mean to be like, but this game is over. Bailite is not gonna resolve another spell for the rest of the game.
No.
Unless
I mean,
the
no.
spell is a property.
That's just
Like
minor
the only
chance.
spell that they have a chance to resolve is a property key because it can't be countered. Like this is
Also-
literally the only thing that could happen.
Front can't be counted as well, if I remember correctly.
What?
Yeah. Thrun.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
thing.
No, see, I don't think
It's
he's
got the
front.
Hydra.
That was a green red ramp deck from everybody that was that. I don't
Yeah.
think he's on front. He doesn't seem like opposed to play that.
Yeah, the green red ramp deck was mine.
Yeah.
Didn't get there.
Did not get there.
No.
This is exactly fiery confluence with the evil. Just kill him. Just spare the
Yeah.
time. I'm
Just-
a bit surprised
Oh.
Bailite didn't just concede there.
This was a slaughter.
Knowing him and how long his games can take.
Okay,
kind
to
of
be
just-
fair, this game was a lot more one-sided than I expected, although I do
Yeah, this
think that
was not a
EVOS,
slugfest.
EVOS is very favored. Like, is that a ruination?
Yeah, but that's not a keepable hand.
No, it's not.
That is a keepable hand for Bailite though, and
Yes,
that looks
that is that's a turn of 1.
that looks scary.
It's not actually that insane because it's turn 1.
No,
Into turn 2 drop into like the cradle isn't gonna generate
it's
that
still
insane.
a turn 3 questing beast with
Yeah. Maybe with a
Intruder on
one,
turn 2.
maybe with a law land he might do something insane.
That's a decent
I
hand
don't
there
see that
for
one either.
EPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That forkboard is not gonna be half bad though.
Yeah.
Get
that's
a
what
mechanic
now.
isle, poop the mystic. You could also just be greedy and just like straight up just ignore it.
No. You 100% forkball.
Yeah, you don't ignore it. I know. I've.
You could be greedy though.
No, you're not.
Blue Moon is not
Or
a
you
deck
just,
for
like,
the greedy.
stream snipe and just realize that maybe it isn't. No, just kidding. You do have the advantage that your opponent at least doesn't have. He doesn't know that, of course. That your opponent only has. Wait, he went for the. I mean, I realized he has 3 islands in hand and he's playing like. Why didn't he go for the volcanic isle there? Like, that just seems wrong.
You hand draw a Blood Moon. Like, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
like,
betting on a Blood Moon
If you
draw.
draw Blood
Or
Moon, like, you're not much worse off. Like, the only really thing is Ruination. and-
maybe threatening.
And
Blood Moon.
I think that's a price you have to pay.
I'm with EVOS. The deck is also usually built in such a way that you don't
He
need
did
red
roll the
very
lightning
often.
bolt like a complete and fucking god.
Yeah.
That's why you put
that's the thing
cantrips
in
in
the
the
ice.
deck, right?
Yeah, I think
That's
the ice
the
is
thing
just
in
gonna
the ice
probably get
pool.
replicate here.
Into sleight of
Like-
hand. Yeah, there we go.
Like, I wouldn't even do it in response. Actually, just let him slide of hand, make his choice based on the fact that he thinks that he has a thing in ice in play. And then pop it, end of turn.
Counterflush.
Oh look, and none of the rounded cat cards that can't be countered. The half cycle that, for some reason, they chose to only do in one of the 2 sets. Never understood why we didn't get it in the Gate Crash. But we didn't. However, Emerald Case stable in Modern.
There goes the
Pioneer,
wing con though.
Highlander. That is a Sylvan library though.
Yeah.
That is probably one of the best cards he could have drawn, honestly.
Yeah, and Evios is now out of wing
like
cons
what-
in hand.
what- yeah, I mean, Evios can't kill it. He doesn't have any threats on the board.
Yeah.
He's just gonna have to wait and just maybe like end of turn cycle Archmage Charm. Well, it doesn't cycle; it draws 2, doesn't it?
Oh, Mox draw.
Yeah, I mean, just take 8.
Yeah.
Draw those cards. Get that mana. Slam
Yeah.
that fucking questing beast. Get in there.
Take another 2 from the Temple Garden.
I don't think you want to play the Green Sun Scene quite yet.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares if you took 10 this turn on your own? You drew 2. I'll pay 10 life to draw 2. That sounds good. Well, technically only 8, but still, shh. Quiet. Yeah, just gonna straight up just counter it. Spells there would have been really great when that Sylvan Library was on the stack if he had mana for it, but it's still gonna be fine. Like, there's probably gonna be some CMC to creatures sooner or later.
Yeah. Oh.
Mission briefing. What can I get currently?
That's
Well,
not
just
great.
Bolt.
What's the rules?
Bolt's a good one.
Yep. And if
Or
he
a
hits something-
cantrip.
I think this is a perfectly fine time to keep Bloodstained Mire on top. Just get rid of those cards. I mean,
Yeah.
Death Ray Shaman is fine. You could keep Death Ray Shaman on
Well,
top.
you can eat the graveyard.
But I don't
and,
think you want the Mox Jet here, to be completely honest.
No.
Does not seem that interesting.
Yeah. Eventually, you'll probably want to like bounce the library at some point, but
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't damage you in any way.
well,
You just, like,
no,
keep-
no. I mean,
Put them
Evios
cards.
will want to bounce the library at some
Ah,
point.
so
So that-
I think at some point when Bailite is, as long as Bailite doesn't have a source of persistent life gain, there comes a point where you just
No,
That doesn't
because
happen.
it still allows you to dig deeper. It's kind of like
No, yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. Absolutely. Oh, right.
Mirror's Guile is a problematic card for a Blue Moon deck for the opponent to have on the battlefield when they have access to a bunch of fetch lands. Like, you would rather them not do that.
Yeah, I don't think I agree that it's like a bad thing to bounce it. I just don't think it's a high priority.
No, I mean that's what they are at some point, you know.
Fair enough. I think you just counter the greens on Zenith here.
They're getting a 1-drop, right? Oh no, a 2-drop.
No,
yeah,
they're
then you
getting
count.
a
2-drop.
2-drop, I believe.
Yeah, no, if they're getting a 2-drop, you count.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna play a different shaman here. I think that was honestly just kind of bait.
Yeah, but
sure.
oh no, but they can't steal the Death Ray Shaman anymore.
And again, actually, no, the 2-drop would have been pretty good too. Like, he could probably have gotten like a full-on like 4/4.
Maybe a Drive Militant?
I mean, you can get a
No, I-
Fiend Artisan also, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Fiend
Yeah.
Artisan. He's been very happy with just getting that off.
Yeah, but you need another thing on the board.
setting some things up and getting some kills with force. Isn't that interesting here? I think that's just not gonna be doing what you want it to. And why keep cycling that on top if you're gonna cycle it anyways? Like, only
For
reason to
the
keep-
low price of blue, they would have cast Mission Brief in for Archmage's Charm to actually steal the death, right?
Actually, if they I think I was gonna say this is actually a smart play. If it wasn't for that Death Shaman, they could have just shot the opponent in the face. Hoped Bailite did not have any sort of life gain. Then played the tap land and then just Fiery Confluence for 6 damage.
They can't cast Fiery Confluence
Now,
also,
sadly,
they
there
don't
is a
have
Death
it on
Shaman, which
mountain.
is pretty decent at getting life back. So yeah, that's not realistic. Now, is it?
But also Fiery Confluence is uncastable, they don't have Red Red.
No, that's why I said if you kept the tap land on top.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he needed to deal with the death right. So that's sadly not going to matter too much. Mind Twist, honestly, it's fine. It's
Ooh.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's not
Yeah,
ideal if you're
get
Evios,
rid of-
but
Yeah, like but it's not.
you don't care about those cards so much. They're not great cards.
Yeah, like Spell Snare, luckily for him, doesn't do much in this situation. He doesn't know that,
Spellsnare
and that means
always has a chance
honestly,
of doing some
I
stuff.
think he doesn't know it, but he would probably have rather just wanted to play Murder's Rider there. As strange as it may seem.
I mean, as strange as it may seem, actually, I think that Evios might be favored.
Oh,
now.
that's not what you wanted to draw.
No, I mean, it kind of is, but I would have
That
played
is
it.
definitely what you want to draw though now. That was the perfect.
I disagree with
Oh,
Selling the
okay.
Land, though.
Oh wow. That's
Hello.
gonna be like a crop decay for whatever your opponent plays. I think you just keep. Do you just keep the opt on top here, just to get one more dig?
Yes.
I think you do.
Yeah, you keep Opt on top. Next turn, you can go... you probably Daredevil and you can Abrupt Decay the Sylvan Library or something.
Yeah, and if you really need to, which you probably don't considering you're 19, you could maybe kill a
That
friend.
Daredevil
Or if you
getting
really
Mind
want to,
Twist.
you could. So after you hit sorceries, Mind Twist is a sorcery.
Yeah, but only Mind Twist for 1, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's not...
Yeah.
If Darfrey could hit your own grave, I'd like it Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, I disagree.
lightning bolt
It
on
worked out
base.
for Evios there, but I disagree with Silent the Land. I think I could just play the top land there. You only have 4 lands in play, and Blue Moon is a deck that doesn't mind having 6, 8, 25 lands
Yeah,
in play.
no, I completely. I'm surprised he if he kept it on top, I figured he was gonna play it. I'm very surprised that he kept the card on top, expecting to cycle it. He probably didn't expect to cycle it because he didn't expect to get his hand discarded. That's probably
Yes,
it.
which is fair. Here's the 2/3 lifelink.
Do you even care to kill it? Oh god,
Well, you kinda do, because
it was a
it
Snapcaster. Jesus Christ, that would just be game. Oof.
the answer is you do care to kill it because it has lifelink, and
Didn't want-
you want Bailite to stay at the toasty 3 life.
Oh, he's just gonna. Oh my god, he's just gonna get lethal here. Actually, that's a much better play.
Here's this
Ooh, he's
bolt.
gonna punish that fetch. He's gonna punish the fetch. Put lightning ball on top. Go. Do you have anything?
He
I guess
still
you
doesn't
just
have
to kill
double
the
red.
rider here. Then you kill the rider instead. You just
So
go.
he's gonna
Yeah.
Direfleet Daredevil for abrupt decay.
Yeah, kill the rider.
Kill the
go,
rider, and then
have
next
the-
turn have
the
lethal.
life gain made. You need what? Probably both an answer to his Direfleet and some life gain. But that is an ephemerate, and that's gonna make that tap bit more awkward. I think that was a really good play on his behalf. Just
Yeah, I mean, you
seeing
don't
the,
know about
people there.
ephemerate, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, ephemerate is definitely not the card you'd expect from a deck like Bailites. Honestly.
I would probably not have. I think there was a minor missequencing error. I probably wouldn't have. I would have played I would have put the Mystic Sanctuary in play afterwards, just because in that then you must information that you are gonna kill next turn. But
that's definitely least life. Oh, that is gonna be a Fractus as well.
Yeah.
Gets and Maya Trident for that sake if you want to go for that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That
the plan
Fractus
of
gonna
killing
swing the
Bailite
match.
quickly not gonna work. But I think Evios still wins the long game. Like Bailite doesn't have infinite time.
And
to
this is
grind.
still, and I mean, this is still. You haven't updated on the stream. I just noticed, but it's still 1-0 for Evios.
Yeah, right. We are 1-0 for Evios. Sorry.
Game Now just imagine if you got to like ephemerate the Fractus as well. Dear God.
I did that once. It's disgusting.
Wait, what does it still say can be played? Wait, could he just have gotten the Fractus here?
No.
Just. Wait, he's. Oh right, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, the lifelink also.
He's missing that he's dead now, because the first strike. No,
Yeah.
he gets to draw 2, of course. Dumb.
Oh yeah, he gets a Thragtusk anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget.
I mean, he can still play the Thragtusk, right?
From Evios' side, this is just a thing where, like, okay, if I block here, he's gonna have some life gain, and he just so happens to have life gain. Yeah. So it's been a while since I played with Rebound.
This is gonna swing the game back for
I
Bailite.
honestly thought you could only cast. Isn't it only? I'll keep you in cast Rebound spell.
I think so. I think that card's just permanently exiled.
Yeah, that's.
No, it's not actually. It just stays in exile because Rebound works if you have no legal target. It just stays in exile and can't.
No, you need to. You can only cast it next upkeep. If it's gone, if you can't cast it the upkeep immediately after because you don't have a legal target, it's just gone forever.
Yeah. It's just gone. Yeah, that's one way you goozle Spellseeker Time Walk combo is by removing their one target, and then they just leave it in exile.
Oh god, look at the fucking value here. Skull Clamp.
Oh my.
Reaper.
I think this game is in Bailite's corner.
Game at this point.
I mean, now the Bailite is definitely more favored, but Evios can just throw a recall, right? And now, or a Glorybringer. Well, he can't cast a Glorybringer. Never mind.
Yeah, Glorybringer is gonna be awkward considering.
He actually did get punished for not fetching that
great, to be completely honest.
You were right.
Yeah. But there's the Glorybringer.
Well, you summoned him. How do you feel?
Good.
This game is interesting. Like,
yeah, that's
Bailite stabilize.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Bailite
be
has
like,
the
you probably just force
ability
him
to
to kill your Trident here. Like, just make use of Bolt. Like, there's
in
no
response
reason
to equipping of the Skull Clamp, you do.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, use the Gaia's Cradle. You're probably not gonna run out of mana this turn.
Yeah, no, I would Bolt. If there was.
He's
draw
just
another card.
Not even Bolt here.
Which is really dumb because drawing 3 is the way you beat a Blue Moon player with only 1 Bolt in hand, uncastable spell.
Oh, Eladamri's called now. That
is
one's
pretty scary.
That's scary, yeah. And Evios with no counter spells in hand.
I'm not sure what he's gonna get, but I'm not seeing a situation where it's ever good for Evios here. See,
I mean, it's never
good. Whatever creature.
I think
That's
Bailite.
a WhiteNoise. That's probably gonna be a game over here. It's like, how does he deal with that?
I would like to
not casting the sword or equipping it.
No.
And also
Maybe
not
because you
calling
want the
for
blocker
something
to
that
have it.
can interact.
I believe that you have something to say, Redmage.
No, yeah. I would like to just point out that the hard that won Bailite this game was in fact a Sylvan library. Like, that is how
Agreed.
Bailite won this game.
Absolutely. 100% agreed. That is...
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Bailite...
you could have one without it.
It would
I
have
think
been a lot
Bailite-
harder.
Significantly more unlikely, though.
I suspect Bailite has keyed into that Evios doesn't have any counterspells. And just going for it.
So
Yeah,
if
I
if
think
Evios at some point finds us a 100 source,
Yeah, like, if you have a counterspell, you have
I mean,
to
it's tricky because of the if the sword gets equipped, the
Yeah,
Glorybringer
restoration
can't
thing.
kill it.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
God,
but
on
like
the
the thing that's
Rakdos.
happening is that if a 100
Yeah.
source comes out, the Jays can maybe
Oh.
flashback to Party Confluence,
I don't.
which can take
Oh.
care of all equipments
actually-
and all of that
this is
stuff. But I
actually
don't think
lethal
we're gonna
on
have time to see all of that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's lethal.
Yeah, you have to block the 5 and the 4. No, that's not lethal, actually. You,
I mean,
you
with
wouldn't
the
have
sword
lethal.
it is.
You'd be one off.
I mean, with the sword.
It was close enough. I don't fault
Yeah.
Evios
Yeah,
for
like, he
considering
was
that.
so far behind at that point.
Oh, the
I think
typical
Evios
Evios
would be
GG
supposed
after
to
one
for,
game.
Bailite, probably.
oh,
And-
that's a
and
good
for
one for
Evios.
Evios. Ooh.
Oh, Bailite. This is probably not
Oh,
gonna be
no.
This
Oh,
is
no,
not gonna be
Bailite.
Bailite's game.
Yeah, look at
Turn
Evios'
one
hand.
recall
That. Oh.
into just-
no.
Oh, they both
That-
multiply. I'm not
Oh.
looking at their
Oh.
hand.
Oh, you don't
No, I
want to
just
see
don't wanna-
that.
I don't
Although
want
the
to.
swords
Look away,
can,
children. Look away, children. This is rated PG now.
Oof.
I'm not looking at the stream, so I don't know
Someone's
what is
gonna
going
do
on.
something to someone else that's not gonna be nice.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
no.
Yeah, and Remand is just gonna like.
Oh no. Click, yeah.
I mean,
Turn
we're
one
literally like a
recall.
blood moon away from this game just being over.
Yeah.
Not even Blood Moon,
Oof.
like recalling turn 1 and like against the person
But
that
I
is
mean, he
power.
can still lose this
like-
game, but it's unlikely.
Yeah.
But a blood
Depends.
moon or similar.
I will say,
I'm-
Bailite has the uncanny ability to survive at a low life total and then come back somehow. When your opponent starts when Bailite's opponent starts
Even
thinking,
Deku,
oh, I
you didn't see
think
the
I can
first
win,
game,
that's
did
when
you?
Bailite wins.
Echo, did you see the first game?
I didn't see the first game.
Exactly.
It was.
It was a turn 3 blood moon, and let's just say Bailite only found a swarm after that. That was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Blood Moon is
Yeah, that-
like
that
back
was
to
just-
basics. Blood Moon is
That's what I'm saying.
like,
Like, slam it on this board, and I mean, that Cheetah village is not going to do much. He's not going to be able to cast a spell if that's what he finds.
I
He
mean,
doesn't.
I'm guessing Avios doesn't have Blood Moon.
This is likely just going to be a clique.
Yeah.
Upkeep. Just see. Is there... No, he's not going to clique upkeep. He's just going to let him do what he wants, which is. I guess you can still counterspell if there's anything of importance. And then
Yeah, I like clicking end of turn here if your opponent
Maybe
doesn't
Evios is waiting for a potential tutor or something. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't click him.
I think this is on turn 3. I really
yeah.
like clicking end
Yeah,
of
like
turn.
exactly like countering this is probably more important than
Yeah,
clique.
like you don't tap. I think people want to draw step click too much. In general, you on early in the
Not
game.
always
you
right
have,
away.
I want to let this resolve and then click whatever he got probably.
Yeah, but
then they have a 1/1 and they have
the biggest
flicker it. That's
Well,
One
we
of the
also
bigger misplays
now have another
you
spell in the
have-
graveyard for the Drake.
One of the biggest misplays you can
So,
do
I imagine we're just
with
gonna see
Fleet
Triton
is
Swords
take
here.
something even though
Yeah.
there's nothing
Not
impactful.
exactly. Yeah, that's a boring ass real time. That's not going to be played in the next 10 years. And then possibly even Dealing Clique is just going to like shore up this game.
Yeah, and
Or
that treetop
combine.
village until the blood moon comes down. The treetop village gonna get in.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just going to be who can kill each other. And is there a
Ooh,
vision?
milling the
I mean,
unnerf is like
Give it a try,
real
almost
bad.
honestly. Sweltering Suns is not going to do much though. That's just going to be a
Yeah, it's the sorcery
slightly
that's
good.
not
See,
dealing with the treetop.
Chandra and Crit Command on the other hand, those are both pretty great.
Mm.
I mean, I might just like
So I've been
You
accused
can't
of
really
saying
use
the
either.
game is over
definitely
too
leave them
soon,
both top,
but
don't you? You definitely leave Chandra. That just wins you the game slowly. And then you
yeah,
probably
I've been accused
I
of
mean, just
saying
flash-
games are.
You just flash in the clique and then block the treetop village. few
Yep.
attacks.
It's basically
I imagine
just
that's what
mine.
you do.
Bailite. Sad Titan.
Sad Titan. Yeah,
Uh,
and then probably take the evolution, and then
Oh, yeah, there goes the evolution.
Then you
So
have
I've been
cryptic,
accused
and
of being
even if
negative about
Bailite
games.
draws an untapped land next turn, you have the cryptic command to answer it.
I think Bailite was expecting
But
to
did he
evolution
leave
that
the
Triton
Chandra or
away.
the cryptic on top? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think Bailite was banking on using that evolution on the Triton.
Seems like it.
Yeah, maybe get a questing beast in.
It's all pretty good here though. Until the Sweltering Suns takes out the board.
Yeah, and
but
the
you lose
lingering
Clique in
souls
the
here
process, I guess.
can deal with
It does
Clique
force-
pretty well.
Just force a Sweltering Suns at least. If
Yeah.
that's the way he wants to go. Or or tap crypt command. Though that's
No,
That's-
you definitely Sweltering Suns. You don't care about your click.
Yeah.
Like that's the reality
Like-
of it. Click is just
Yeah,
whatever. You'll find more
That's what-
threats later. Click doesn't matter. You can take a hit or two. I don't hate just waiting until you can double spell. I think I don't like casting it this turn, for example. I like waiting and
Yeah,
then
like,
doing it the next turn when you have also cryptic. But
the Titan at hand. Just,
Oh,
like,
not
kinda
casting the
tap out,
Sweltering Suns.
and he throws an untapped swords here, which he just did. You'd be royally fucked.
Oh.
Like
Red Mage.
beating the block
What is EVS doing?
excuse me.
Oh, Red Mage, you accused me of being pessimistic about games before and
Oh,
saying
it's gonna be an
the game is over before it is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But
That was
yeah.
low, man. But yeah, you were saying this game is over really fast, really.
Wait, yeah, but I think this time I think I know what
Oh,
I'm
you
talking
bounced the
about.
click!
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh no!
EVS. Oh.
No sweltering sun?
Generate
This
mana
is where
on
you
the-
sweltering sun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can still get mana. Right,
Oh,
right,
You
right.
just
right.
generate
Yeah.
mana.
I don't know that
Play
I
the-
agree with playing the Chandra there. I think
play
I would
the
have probably
Wow.
like.
I-
This is a
Fine.
this is a spot where I like
Doesn't
throw
have-
step clicking, but you know.
Yeah, but it
ended
doesn't
up working
die.
out for you.
The thing is, it doesn't die,
You-
and it gives
you-
the
That
Blue Moon player
doesn't even
more recovery
die to
advantage.
Cheetah Village.
But yeah, that treetop village is going to be a problem for EVS in the long run.
You're gonna find
No,
the bolt
there's a click in
eventually.
hand.
Oh,
You're not that
There's a
worried
click
about
in
the
hand.
treetop village.
they
in
can't
this
flash in the
scenario.
click and block with it, but
Trophy the Chandra.
You can trade it for a click. That's fine. The treetop village is not worrisome at this point.
Yeah, the thing is, Chandra's
Just,
giving
like,
too
check
much
the,
card
uh,
advantage to
before
the Blue Moon
attacking.
player.
Well, Chandra's gonna die, but I
I don't know what's in
Assassin's
hand.
trophy in
The thing
hand.
is, because of +1 from Chandra, and then
Then
blocking
why
the-
then
still
why
keeping
did
Chandra
treetop? Oh no, it didn't
I
have Chandra. Okay.
You did it.
alive.
But you're fine.
Assassin's
We're also
Trophy-
fine with Chandra dying.
Actually,
Assassin's
no.
Trophy also
Assassin's
give
Trophy
you-
first is stupid because of Clique. Because if you Assassin's Trophy first, the Clique is online. Because
Oh,
line
he
numbers
even
on
gets
top.
to cycle it. Oh, the value.
I don't hate actually casting click and clicking myself there, but also cycling is fine.
Well, you can't
yeah,
put him
probably.
I would say Clique for block.
land, sorry.
For the
Oh, those are
Yeah.
a lot of lands.
Oh, that
That's
Well,
fine.
just-
You
just-
click yourself. You get to put the land away.
Yeah.
I don't think. Wait, can they put a land back?
Yeah.
I don't believe you can.
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh no, you
Yeah.
cannot put
Yeah.
lands back. You're right.
Wait,
Not even
really?
if you click yourself.
No, that's the one thing you can't put back. You can't put a land permanent.
No,
back.
you're
Not
right.
No
you're right,
land
you're
card.
Right, you're right.
No
You're
land
right.
card.
When you're right, you're right.
I know that because I tried it before. I was like, wait, why is this not? Why
Yeah.
is this button pushing? I'm
Oh.
pushing this button. isn't
The
doing
Pete
nothing.
land is showing the value of having late game.
Oh.
Yeah, Gaia's Cradle.
Potential.
Not that exciting when you
No.
only land in the Cheetah Village.
So what you do
But
is you pair two
shortly,
mana
not
to have
even
one
that.
mana.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
the trade
Straight up
here.
trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing
Like,
is just
if you
keep the
drop
cradle in hand
anything,
and blocking the spell.
Snapcaster, any Calavantage, Planeswalker. I'm not sure how
Yeah,
many.
and I think Evios is in a is in a better position.
Basically
here.
Island.
Oh no, EVS.
I mean,
Oh.
after like drawing 3, but drawing lands is like not a good thing.
No,
God,
but
you-
also it's not a great thing, but it's not the worst thing either. Like again,
Oh,
Yeah,
but
Blue Moon
EVS really
needed the
doesn't
Chandra.
hate having 10 lands in play.
Yep.
Blue
I
Moon's
mean,
a deck where like, oh, I have 10 lands in play, sweet. Like that means
With
like,
a
I'm gonna
double
get
counter
like
spell.
it means that you're gonna get to like draw into your stuff Oh, and then you also get to cast this Platinum Empyrean.
Oh no!
Oh, hard casting flats? Hell yeah.
Hard casting the flats. Wow.
I think, yeah, losing the Chandra was definitely a bad thing for the...
It's fine. You
deck,
don't
but
care
this
about
is
your threat too
funny.
much.
Wow.
Like, you would rather have a Chandra than not have a Chandra, but you don't care.
That's a cute kitchen thing, so that's not going to help you much, my friend here.
Oh,
Actually, it
that's
is.
nice.
Actually, it is. It blocks twice. Like,
Yeah.
keeps
Oh, yeah.
Platinum Imperium.
I think you're missing the part
does that.
where
Flats doesn't have
Bailite
trample,
needs
it
to
just
be the
blocks.
aggressor. Like, Evios is like, yeah, sure, like, block me 11 times, I don't care.
Yeah, but you can't really do anything other than, like...
No, I
block.
get it, like, it keeps Bailite alive, but Bailite doesn't need to stay alive, he needs to win. If the game goes to turn 28, well, the game goes to turn 28,
Oh,
Evios
there
will
it
get...
is.
Holy smoke, these cards. Is that a complicate? Oh my god,
Yeah.
you absolute mad lad.
Yeah,
love this
there we
guy.
go.
What does Complicate do again?
I put it on.
Just for
Oh,
clarity,
I'm not watching the
how-
stream
how
currently,
does
that's
Patrick
why.
Gear work with fetch
Kinda
lands again,
difficult.
paying mana?
So it's a mana leak for 2 and the blue, but it also it's basically a split card between mana leak for 2 and the blue and Rune Boggle.
Oh.
But the Rune Boggle half can't be countered because it's cycling.
Yeah.
What spell?
Oh, hello, Custody.
Finally
you get
fixed
fixed.
again, and broken and
Yep.
fixed again.
Imagine if your opponent didn't have a counterspell.
Well, if Evios didn't have a counterspell, this game would be like firmly
Gotta
back
make
into
him have
Bailite.
it.
No,
Like,
it wouldn't be in Bailite's favor, but it
I
wouldn't-
mean, the Platinum Imperium being gone kind of helps you deal
Oh,
damage.
we can't even get complicate value. Oh,
Oh no.
you are fine.
how horrible! Will
You're gonna Archmage's Charm to has Divination. I don't even know if you do, honestly, because like maybe like blue counterspell is more valuable than Divination here. I don't know.
I think counterspell is better
a
here.
Volcanic Isle without the subtypes is just great. He could have just. I think it's correct not to do the situation. He could have cycled his Archmage Charm.
I don't
think it's
know.
100% correct to just keep it as a counterspell.
Maybe Bailite does the heal turn and top decks will take and time wall. And you
And
steal the
then
key.
get the Voltaic stolen by Archmage's Charm.
Hell yeah.
Even with Bailite going to 16, that's still exactly 2 hits.
Bailite is drawing some cards, like that is a
Oh,
balance.
hello
builder.
there, Palace Trailer.
Archmage Charm is just going no.
Yeah.
This is
And
unfortunate.
Evios going, oh yeah.
But like,
Love-
you need to get this
Yeah,
counter
nice
spell out of their hand. Like,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to get rid of the counter. Those are the best like spells to like beta counter.
Bailite is drawing
Those you have
large,
to
so it's
counter.
Like,
Yeah.
That's the
Evios
thing,
is not
that's what
drawing
they
any
said.
draw spells at the moment.
That's what I said. The moment
Where's
Bailite's
Evios?
opponent thinks I have this in
Oh.
the bag, Bailite starts turning it around.
That's another land.
But
I mean, to be
Will
fair,
be-
as
Still
much as
has
that's
that
another
eight.
land, Bailite that is facing an 8-8.
Yeah.
I mean, 2-turn clock if there's no answer.
And
Yeah.
that
You,
said, every
you don't even. I
Bailite
think you
has a lot
maybe
of weight
crack
out
the
of it.
fetch. I'm not sure.
Photoshop.
Oh, this could be.
Photoshop
This
is-
is
and
a
every-
blocker.
It's a blocker. It's a
No, it's
blocker.
not. No, you don't block the first attack at all. I don't think you block the first attack.
creature and
You
when the
kind of want your toolbox to be.
Also,
accessible.
worth
I don't-
mentioning, this is actually an interesting thing. Evios can activate Chivalry for mana for free without dealing
Yeah.
damage because of the
Yeah.
Platinum Imperium, but Evios cannot crack fetch lands because he cannot pay the
Yeah.
cost of paying 1 life.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's the thing people
Yeah.
miss with Platinum Imperium. There is technically a
Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna block here because he knows that he needs to find something, and that makes every creature alive. Now he does have to block out because that plays.
Yeah.
like any
Yeah.
creature or any removal spell for this Platinum Imperium.
To be fair, I do dislike that Evios played, for example, the last Mountain, because yeah, you like hitting land drops, but also you have cards like Darkfade. Oh, that's a good draw. You also have cards like Darkfade in your
Oh
deck.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
make them
possibly
briefly.
the Royal Scions, Latnum's Legacy, where like you want nothing more than just slam, like pulling lands away.
If you kill him, you're probably just better off just attacking and just keeping the counter spell up.
Yeah, this is a force.
Yeah, I know, but for example, playing your 5th Mountain doesn't do anything.
You
Okay,
could
the
have
Bailite
mission-
doesn't draw
I
anything.
think you could have mission briefinged and then get Sweltering Suns.
Well,
which
yes,
would
the
make
problem
Platinum
is
Empyrean
the has
lethal.
a spell that he's keeping. Like, probably
Yeah.
would have played on his turn, to be fair.
I mean, if you were
Well, I
Bailite's
think-
opponent, would you expect him not to have an answer in hand?
I mean, what's gonna happen here really is that if Bailite doesn't do anything this turn, he's gonna mission briefing for
Bailite
fastest
dies.
intervention and like cast a super dig through time, like dig for like 9 cards or whatever, and then suddenly this game is super over. Like because then
Unless we see the entire land base of Evios on top of
Okay,
Evios'
I'm interested
deck.
here. Hot take. Do you get the ancestral here? 'Cause the
That's
po-
nice. It
you
buys
can
you
play
another
Plat.
turn against Plats if
I
it
think
resolves,
I
but
might
I don't think.
just get the ancestral here.
Yeah, this is over.
oh
This
yeah,
is-
the
no, you get
ancestral
counterspell,
reroll
you win.
also, yeah, so you had ancestral for 3.
maybe
Yeah,
you just
okay.
You
win the game.
you Archmage's Charm
probably
and you
you
win.
win.
Yep.
Yeah, you just counter it. Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunate. Well,
Not the scratch.
Yeah.
Bailite losing.
That was the slugfest we were
impossible.
expecting.
I mean, to be fair, this matchup is quite bad for him.
Yeah, especially if you draw
Yeah.
ancestral.
Well, in general, like, I played a bunch of Blue Moon, right? It's one of the decks that I'm known for, and I want nothing more than to face, like, green mid-range decks all day, every day.
Oh, interesting. I would have figured it would be a much closer matchup, honestly.
No, you play Control to eat mid-range decks. Like, that is the reason to play Control.
But I figured specifically Bailite's build is that well up to like fight this kind of deck. Like with the, I mean, he does have a fair bit of like cards like
Also,
this.
it was like an
Yeah.
unfortunate mulligan. We can't forget that. It was an unfortunate mulligan against a recall start. Like,
Yeah. Well, it wasn't as
Bailite on
one-sided.
was on a mulligan 5 against a turn 1 ancestral recall. Considering that, and he managed to hold on for that long and actually just put some real pressure on all the while.
It wasn't as one-sided as that first game. This was it was a slugfest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a good match.
As we did kind of expect to see here. Because
Yeah.
that's kind of what both decks
I mean, both decks are like
Good.
made to go to long game.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
but
one
if
of them
you
is
wa-
blue,
if you
so-
if you are playing the long game, you'd rather be the one with blue cards in your deck.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is-
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Likely, yeah.
turns out blue good at like drawing you cards for late game.
At the same
I
time,
think,
Interclans Jailer was
Blue.
intense.
It's combo
so.
decks.
We have our final standings, which I'm about to post. Congratulations to Evios for winning. For winning the event, and thanks to all of our 16 players for showing up. We had 4 people going 3-1: JPSS, Bailite, Arakasi, and Dudarudi, all with very convincing performance. Evios with triumphing, putting Blue Moon back where it belongs, to the top of the rankings. Thanks to Dudarudi. Thanks Evios. And yeah, that is gonna be it for the day. I just wanted to remind everybody that the 10th point is run off of the Canadian Highlander Discord. You can type ! Discord in chat. That will bring you to the Discord. That's where we run all of our tournaments from. You can find information on how to join the next events. You can find information on how these things are run, how to join, help with your deck building, all of that stuff. You can find the form to join the next event at !next poll. You can join both our event that we're gonna run next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, or the Saturday series, which run every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern offline without being streamed. It's more friendly to people that maybe can't display their hands, or don't want to deal with all of the stream stuff, which is respectable. We are brought to you every week in part thanks to your generous donation. So if you want to subscribe to this event, possibly with your possibly with with your Prime subscription, which is completely free for you. I mean, we appreciate it. In general, use your Prime subscription. It doesn't need to be on us, although obviously appreciate any and all donations to that effect. But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to give it to us, well, at least give it to somebody. It's free money, and I can guarantee you that we need it more than Jeff Bezos does.
Not using your Prime stuff is basically a 2-for-1 yourself.
Yeah, that's basically 2-for-1. So there you go. With that said, it looks like Wheeler's tournament is also already over.
Well, it was postponed, actually.
Huh? Oh, it was
had to postpone it.
We had to postpone it. Oh.
I think he might say today which day it was postponed to, actually.
I see. Okay, interesting. Well, either way, Wheeler not online. So, you know what? Let's go tell Serge that Blue Moon won the event. He's gonna be super happy about it.
Well,
Platinum Imperium won the game.
Yeah, Platinum Imperium won the won the final game of the event for all the marbles. He's gonna be super happy about it. So
No, you have to say it was Hardcast. You have to say it was Hardcast.
Hardcast Platinum Imperium. Let's go tell Serge that.
Hardcast Imperium for the win.
I'm just gonna cite that I didn't mind Platinum Imperium up until this point, and now I hate it with a passion.
Well,
that's usually because you never play against it, and when you do, you just realize, oh wait.
Well, I gave my opponent a Platinum Imperium. I mind twisted them so they could Jace their Madcap back to get the Platinum.
All right,
so
friends,
I'm just like,
I will be signing us off now. So,
bye everybody.
Bye everybody, and we'll see you
everybody.
next week.